Good in time zone. It's me, DjDoubleT, here and existing with my friend Mari, Melon, well, friends actually, plural, and Chaos, as we dive into some more Monster Prom, number 4, Monster Con. And yeah, well, let's just dive in. We got a full squad. We're gonna go do things. We might sabotage. We might not. Who knows? All right, guys. What's our music vibe? What's our OST today? We're going surf rock, the original. We're going lo-fi beats. We going kawaii future bass. We're going retro, or we're going fantasy vibes today.
I hella can't hear it, so you guys can pick.
I can't hear it either.
Okay.
Let's be honest, I play with no sound. That's why I always die in Minecraft.
Them subtitles.
Okay, you know what? Because Chaos is here, we'll go fantasy vibes. Because we already had surf rock. Well, I've had surf rock. I've had lo-fi beats. I've had kawaii feature bass with Mari. So fantasy vibes it is.
Hell yeah.
SpookyCon. For some, it was just a nerdy convention, but for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who would make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits, but here we can finally feel like no matter who we were, we belonged. Alright, it's me. Is me. Okay, who I pick?
Yeah, flash around that you have all the DLCs. Go ahead.
Hey, it's not my fault. Listen, I could have just hosted the game and you could have had.
Go
you could
ahead
have.
and
Yes.
Go ahead and flash the DLC.
I gotta play as Oz. I gotta play as Oz. Sorry, Mar. I'm taking Oz.
He hates me. He hates me, guys.
I'm gonna call. My name's gonna be Merc today. I feel like my name's gonna be Merc. Like Murky Shadows.
I was gonna say something else.
What were you gonna say, Mark? Were you gonna say something shady?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was shady for me saying that, so I'm not gonna say it.
You know what? My name's gonna be Murky Moo, like Marky Moo. Murky Moo. I'll go with he pronouns today. Name's Murky Moo. Alright, Chaos, who do you want to be? Since you're local with me, I have to pick your character, so.
Give me my usual goal.
Goyle? Okay.
That's the one. And today, her name is Smeef. That is spelled S-M-E-E-F.
You want all caps, or should I just do
No, lowercase is fine.
Okay. You sounded so offended. Okay. S-M-E-E-F? That's right?
Smeef.
Smeef 0? Smeefo? Smeefo! Okay.
Oh, Smeefo!
I just put a 0 in it.
Myth.
Anyways.
I like Smeefo. We can keep Smeefo.
Smeef O, just Smeef O like that, or Smeef? Okay. Okay.
No, one word, Smeefo.
Alright, pronouns? She, he,
Yeah,
they? Okay.
She's fine.
Alright, we got Murky Moo Smeefo.
Do you care, Melon?
No. Go ahead.
I'll be our zombie boy.
I like how we have Oz, we have Vicky, and Brian. I feel like Oz is the most out of there. What's her name again? Her actual name. Amira, right? Steve. Steve.
Yes.
Steve Liv.
Yes.
Oh, croissant!
Yes.
I approve.
Not enough space, Melon? Wait, what's the ref?
Steve
What's
was
the?
pro.
What does that
We
mean?
know what it's for.
Steve. Croissant. Well,
No, they won't let us.
No!
No.
The croissant Steve!
No.
The croissant Steve.
Let's talk about Steve.
Steve does not have a gender. Do not genderfy Steve.
oh my god.
I like how
He
Goose is here
has-
too. I guess also, guys, we're joined by Goose as secondary commentary to the other body of Melon.
La la la. Me.
But as dreamy as SpookyCon was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. Oh, whose turn is it? Who's last? Melon, you're in control again. At the end of those 4 days, the after party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Will we get a date for that night?
No.
As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con. Zoe, an eldritch cutie who went from endless deity and harbinger of destruction to author of the renowned fanfic Liam Prom. Liam de Liancourt 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Doug Campbell, 24, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. Omen, 25? An evil overlord who was recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people. Nico Sharp, 22, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting, even if they weren't the best at getting into character. And April 1st, 24, a clown idol who was contractually obligated to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. It has to be one of them, but who? We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone the rest of our lives?
Yes.
We'd had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, I almost said love ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Alright, tell us 3 things you like. Owning your clown, DDR as exercise, wholesome memes, hugs, retro games, hyper complex Euro games, Step on Me, comics where the hero always wins, anime opening playlists, MC with axe for hands, only one bed, Garfield X Naruto.
Oh my god.
I'm just okay. First things first. Hugs, anime opening playlist. We're gonna go Garfield X Naruto. All right, chaos.
Hugs and kisses.
Alright. Hit me with that. Comics where the hero always wins. Wholesome memes. And only one bed. Perfect.
Alright, while they're doing their thing, chaos to explain. There are extra characters you can romance, and there's only one thing I want to tell you ahead of time. You can romance
Okay.
Vera in this game as an extra character.
Really? Oh, that's fun. She's back and she was evil as she was before.
But I saw her in the vending machine, so I was like, oh, cool. But that's the only thing I'll tell you. Well, I might tell you how if you want to pursue a different romance route, that's it. But that's all I'll tell you.
Can I clarify? Did you say in the vending machine?
So it's okay. So there's always that lunch section, right, where you talk to people you want to date. There's a table where you can sit alone, and there's a table where you can call a friend.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It looks like a vending machine to me, so I treat it like that.
Fair enough.
All right, Melon, are you picking, or is it Goose picking, or is it a fusion of you two?
It's a fusion. There are 2 brains in that one body.
Oh dear. You know, that makes sense why you're a zombie.
Using me as an excuse to make wild decisions.
Oh my god. Not at all. Oh, wow.
DJ, just so you know, I'm the one playing at the moment.
Oh, right.
Idiot.
I was wondering if that was what we were talking
Oh,
about.
that's really honest. I thought you were checking just for the next after Mari's done.
I forgot it was Mari's turn. Mari just called me dumb.
Oh.
Oh wow, you saw that.
What? What are you talking about, Zeus?
Oh. Okay. Oh,
yeah,
choose your
we
top
just
3
went
favorite
there.
animals. Oh, they're all cute. Well, except for the horse, but they're all cute.
Damn, bro.
Oh.
He's force shaming. He's force shaming. Cancel him. Cancel him now.
I mean, I don't really care for horses that much. They're cool. But, like, give me a dolphin. Give me this. Can't decide. Do I want to sploosh myself? Or do I want to be like, whoo? No, whoo! Alright, Chaos.
Give me the owl,
The owl.
then the octopus, then the wolf.
Is it a wolf or a fox? I can't tell.
It's gray, so I'm gonna assume wolf.
Fair enough. My god,
I
my
want
pick
on-
faster. No, I'm kidding.
I want on record that I now have the Steve Poisson song stuck in my head again.
Ballerina cappuccina. Me, la la la. I have that one sitting there.
I think I'm fortunate that I don't know this.
Oh,
Why is Melon's character giving like the evilest smile for this choice? Look, I'm gonna cook one of these with my fire powers.
Delicious.
Guys, I'm low-key trying to decide a dress right now. And it's kind of
We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long. Making our own comic!
look at us.
This time it's not just two of us, we actually have everybody. We had so many ideas and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. And look, we got red, blue, green! Green is not a creative color. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Alright guys. So, wait, don't pick it, Melon. I know you have the choice, okay, but we've already done shonen, we already done sci-fi.
Bro, I like
done
the
Hero.
smoke one.
You wanna go for the smoke one?
You've done sci-fi.
I think the smoke one's gonna be
I
noir.
like the smoke one.
Yeah, Mari and I did the sci-fi. You guys want to down to go for
Yeah.
some noir? I'm down for the cigarette.
Are we all in agreement?
Why
Chaos?
do you only call me when you're high? High.
Chaos, are you okay with the
Yeah, Noir's fine.
Okay. The fear of failure stopped us for too long, but then we remind ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Waiting for other players to join. Murky Moo! I got 11 smarts, 12 boldness, 8 creativity. I said creativity is so weird. Charm.
Okay, guys, we're gonna be here forever.
13,
while
11,
we
12,
figure
8,
out how to
9,
say
8,
creativity.
13, 12, 11, 9, 11, 12, 14,
Just with
8,
that
8.
Privity, guys.
Mhm.
Gravity.
Alright,
Like
but
the K-pop for gravity.
you can also hold tab to see like what you're doing for like what each thing gives. Chaos. Something funny is that the 3 games that I played last week, I was successful in dating them. That's so crazy how successful. I was surprised. Alright, I gotta treat this like I'm going to
So
a
we're
convention
gonna
as
cut
usual.
to DJ failing to win his love.
No, don't be mean, Mari. Anyways, I'm gonna treat this like I'm going to the usual gotcha stuff, the convention stuff. Near the merch hall, you find a gotcha shop. Oh, oops. Oh no. You put in a coin and you get a real buff duck. Random, but cool. You put another coin. You open the gotcha and there's a letter. Please help us. My wee buff ducks were imprisoned in these balls by the gotcha masters centuries ago. It all began when. And you're already bored. You get another gotcha ball, and it's another buff duck. Cool. Take +2 charm. You're walking around the merch hall with your friends when you realize Doug's lagging behind the rest of the group. You look back and see him staring fondly at Daki Makura of Junko Onishima from the Dagon Monster franchise.
Hilarious.
Are you thinking about buying a waifu pillow? Nice, I'm more of a Chiaki stan myself, but Junko's cool too.
I don't know. I really like it, but I guess I'm worried about what people will say.
They say, wow, dude, that's an awesome Dakimakura. I wish I had just one just like it, or maybe one with Chiaki on it, cause she's best girl.
Maybe. Or maybe they'll say, Doug's so lame. Why'd he waste his money on that when he could have bought insurance or whatever regular people spend money on?
Well, who cares what regular people think? People who don't have a collection of horny Dakimakuras are the real weirdos.
Alright, I've taken over 2 characters. Anybody want to take over Liam today?
You can take him if no one else wants to.
Alright. Yeah,
What do we do for Ian Boy?
he is a hipster.
He's a hipster. Zoe's right. Never let the fear of a plebeian's judgment stop you from making a sound investment in a Dakimakura. Anime is a cultural touchstone of modern media. Why shouldn't you honor it in the form of a beautiful drawing of a woman that you can hold at night?
Anybody want to take April today?
I can take April today.
Alright,
I'll
Mel.
imitate Goose's baby voice. So my apologies in advance.
Yeah, don't worry, Doug. The coolest thing you can be is yourself.
You think about what that's like?
Oh. Pretend you didn't hear that.
Aw, I really appreciate your support, but I still don't know.
Poor Doug.
A con is the last place you should feel insecure about making a weeby purchase. He won't get the Dakimakura unless he thinks he can justify it. Maybe if you help him think of an excuse for owning it, he'll be brave enough to buy it. Oh, Chaos. So, we've already gone through the tutorial stuff. I will explain the tutorial stuff to you at least. So, in this game, right, the first 2/3, no matter what choice you make, you'll get a +2 in one stat and a -2 in the other stat that you don't take, basically. And, like, if one option offers charm and you take that one, but the other one offers boldness, but you didn't take that one, you lose the boldness, but you gain the charm.
Oh,
And
interesting.
at the very last parts of the day, you have to make choices based on your stats. Or if you want to be successful.
Okay.
I tell people that the Dakimakura is a cursed object that contains the soul of your beloved one, and you're still figuring out how to get them out of their soft, cushy cage. Dakimakuras are the ultimate weapon in a pillow fight. Their length means bigger blows, and the sexy characters is just a diversion to make the opponent horny. You know, why not? The souls of my loved ones are trapped.
Completely absurd.
Not completely. As a beautiful girl who was once trapped inside a cursed totem myself, I say it's legit. And as someone who's trapped plenty of asshole souls and cursed objects, it works for me too.
Pretend you didn't hear that either.
Okay, I'm in. I'm gonna buy the Dakimakura. Come to me, Junko! Time skip to Thanksgiving Day, which I guess we celebrate here in Monstropolis for some reason. Doug's whole family's sitting at the table enjoying their meal. You okay, Aunt Deb? You've been staring at me for a bit.
Oh, sorry, dear. I guess I'm just wondering why there's a pillow with a half-naked woman on it in the chair next to you.
Anybody want to take care of this? I can't do another voice right now.
Glad you asked, Deb. That's Junko, Dougie's new girlfriend.
Oh, your son is dating a pillow.
No, of course not. His girlfriend's soul is trapped inside the pillow and Dougie's working on getting him out. How's that going anyway, son?
Oh, it's going. I haven't found a way to free her yet, but any day now. Okay.
And how exactly did Doug meet this pillow?
Well, he obviously met the girl before she got trapped in the pillow, Deb. Don't be stupid. You met her at school, right, Dougie? What's she studying again?
Fashion design. She's the ultimate fashionista. She's also got loads of combat training.
Atta boy, I love a woman who can kick my ass. Why, I married your mother.
Sure, Dad. Doug looks at you and gives you a grateful wink. Yeah, you're there too. Don't question it. You gain +2 charm, but lose 2 boldness. Alright, Smeefo.
I'm not envious. I'm just a touch envious that you got the Danganronpa bit. It's fun. Okay. Let's go to the... We'll start with the lobby. Why not?
Into the lobby? Alright. Okay, what reference is this one from? Because, like, each one's either from a game or anime.
Oof, I don't know this one well enough to be able to say. It's probably a magical girl thing.
Probably.
Walking around the lobby, you see a kid tripping over and scratching his knees. Stupid kids, when will they learn?
Oh.
Still, you decide to take pity on him. You don't know how to comfort a child, so you just pat his head and say, "You have no enemies." You leave, proud of your words of wisdom. He doesn't stop crying, but you gain 2 boldness for how cool you looked inside your head. You're walking around the lobby, taking in the sights, when a middle-aged stranger with a brochure approaches you.
Excuse me, youngsters. I'm looking for your conference title. Is a sofa a type of chair? Could you point me towards it?
Of course, it's right behind the door.
I like how Mars just takes it. I was like, I was ready to do it.
Nope.
Mars says, ooh, good thing I found you.
That was amazing.
I was starting to think I'd made a mistake and this wasn't the annual ChairCon.
No. This is definitely the ChairCon.
That's such a relief.
My boss could have fired me for missing the most important chair-related event of the year.
The chair business can be tough.
You bet. As if that weren't enough, my wife just asked for a divorce. I'm trying to get over this rough patch by being a better chair professional. Anyway, here I am, blabbering when the conference is about to start. See you around, fellow chair enthusiasts. Bye. Oh, good luck with the divorce thing.
Guys, what the heck did you just do?
I know, I think my improv started well, but I sort of lost the plot.
That's not what I was talking about. You lied to that poor guy.
Yeah, but it was just a little white lie, you know, to lift his spirits.
Oh, that's what happened. I thought you were just effing with him, and I decided to join you.
Well, it's too late to undo the damage now. When that man finds out, it's going to be our fault.
Oh?
So I won't be able to sleep at night.
What if we got you some ice cream? Would that be better?
No.
Okay, what if we spin an elaborate lie so he never finds out that he's at the wrong con? Would that make you happy?
That'd be much better, yes.
Deal! Let's undo the damage of our lies with more lies. Any ideas, Smeefo?
Options are people around here love cosplay, convince everyone to help you so this con cosplays as a chair con. And you've heard there's a gathering of fans of face sitting. Take this poor guy there and convince him that's the future of chairs. Oh, that's so funny. That's so
so wrong.
That's hilarious.
So real.
What do you mean so
one.
real? This one?
Do
Okay.
that one. You find the chair enthusiast and take him to the con's face sitter gathering, where people share their love of face sitting. And by that, I mean they sit on each other's faces.
So human centipede, but chair sitting?
I
That's
swear.
right.
This con, it gets better by the minute.
So what do you think, sir? Look at how comfortable these people are.
No.
1 second, it's hard for me to switch these voices so quickly.
I've never seen this before. You're right. Their expressions betray the deepest pleasure. Could this be the innovation I was looking for?
Come on, you should try it yourself.
Oh my god. The chair enthusiast timidly approaches a congoer whose face is intermittently covered by another congoer's ass.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I sit on your face? I've never done it before.
Ooh, face. I'm not saying this.
Too bad.
I am not saying this.
Alright, I'll
Just
finish
bleep
it.
it out. Just say bleep.
Ooh, a face-sitting virgin. Sit on me, daddy. I hate that.
Ugh.
What do you know?
I'm gonna clip it later.
I'm a dad. This new chair technology is really customizable.
The man tries face sitting. He sits stunned for a few minutes and a radiant smile fills his face. When he's done, he comes back to you.
I think this might be the future of the chairs. Of chairs. I keep saying that, and no one takes me seriously. I have to tell my chair forum friends all about it. I cannot thank you enough.
The man leaves, still entranced by his new and exciting chair-related discovery.
Guys, I think we did a good deed today.
It's just like they say. Sometimes it just takes a lie to make one man happy.
Yes, a lie. And some face-sitting.
You gain +2 fun from all the face-sitting watching you did, but you do lose 2 charm.
Pervert.
Fucking hilarious.
8, 13, 12, 11.
Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a here too. Oh yeah.
I gotta make guy Kronos.
You go to the main stage to watch a panel on how to make a successful comic. Step 1. Good artist copy. Great artist steal. Seems easy enough. There are a lot of great comics out there to steal from, like Spider-Man. Step 2. Write what you know. You know plenty about Spider-Man. The future of your comic looks bright. Step 3. Add a shark. Sharks are cool. Well, shit. You don't know all that much about sharks. More research will be needed. Still, maybe there's a spider shark comic by Jin in the future. You gain 2 skills from all you learn.
Oh? How so? How with the true berries apart?
Grab some popcorn and make one last dash to the restroom, because you, Liam, Doug, and Zoe are about to see the exclusive premiere of the new Rat Girl TV show.
I can't believe this little webcomic made it so big. Rat Girl is such an inspiration to girls like me who are also little freaks.
Oh, the squirrel going comments.
The lights dim and the opening title plays, Rat Girl, brought to you by Red Bull.
Ugh, another humble webcomic sold out to a drink conglomerate. Is there no escape from the claws of capitalism?
Alright, 1 second. Emma Kronos. Just all defense. Do what I did for like adventuring. Just made it all defense. Alright, back to this. I'm sure it won't be that bad. I kinda like spotting product placement sometimes. It's like playing Where's Waldo?
The show opens on a were-rat bringing a can of Red Bull. Suddenly, the can transforms into a bottle of water. What? My Red Bull turned it into disgusting water. Water lacks all the delicious chemicals that make Red Bull the superior beverage / engine fuel. The camera pans over to a villain with faucets for humans. You're too late, Rat Girl, he cackled. No one will be caffeinated now that Big Aqua's here. You fiend, Rat Girl squeaked. Everyone needs their daily dose of productivity in a can. Taste my fury.
Okay, I was wrong. This isn't nearly as fun as Where's Waldo.
Yeah, let's bail. I'm thirsty anyway. Thirsty for a can of delicious, heart-pumping Red Bull.
Why did you say that?
Huh? I'm not sure what came over me, I guess. Marketing messes with your brain.
It might be messing with Doug's fashion sense as well. How long have you been wearing a Red Bull brand jacket?
What? I don't know. I don't know where it came from. It looks kind of cool though, right?
Not as cool as Liam's Red Bull neck tattoo. What is happening?
I've never seen product placement this powerful. It's almost as powerful as Red Bull's guaranteed 5 hours of unstoppable energy.
Chaos. It's always funny when like the first part of the word is always skipped, because like your audio is like, because there's no it missed the whole 4-letter word part and anyways.
There's only so much I can do on this one, unfortunately.
I know. I just find it funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Surrender to the magic taste of Red Bull. I mean, save us, Jin.
This is literally an ad, guys.
Hey, Red Boar gives you wings. Or hooves.
You need to change the wings, man. We're gonna get copyright immediately from Red. Think very non-advertiser friendly. I know a magic spell that makes brands go away. Repeat after me. I'm broke.
Mari.
Jed's right. Become ungovernable. Think nasty, depraved thoughts.
Oh no. This is gonna get censored so fast, isn't it? Oh geez, this isn't my forte. Is thinking about not replying to a text message enough?
No, Doug. Go all in. Think about cuss words. Think about gore. Think about exposed nipples.
Won't work. Sex and violence are hot advertising strategies for today's crass youth. Haven't you seen those insurance ads with the big-breasted anime girl?
I have not. You mean insurance, Sean? I love her! I have her on my bumper sticker. On a bumper sticker. If I only had a car to put it on.
Doug's too far gone. We have to save ourselves. Think about murder. Think about dead babies.
I think we're just giving them ideas. Red Boar just tweeted an ad bragging about how their energy shots pose an awesome risk to children and wimpy unborn babies.
It's pointless. Brands are just too edgy to out-edge now.
So this is how it ends. After all these centuries, I finally meet death in the form of a late capitalist curse.
Well, if I have to go at least, I'm going with my friends. Woo.
Look at those eyes.
Yeah, I'll never forget our friendship, even if it legally becomes property of Red Boar.
Oh, what the hell. I love you too.
You all hold hands and bow your heads to accept your fate, but then... Wait. Oh.
Wait, something's changed. I haven't thought about anything trademarked in 90 seconds.
Spell's gone. We must have been so cheesy that we crossed the line into cringe, and brands are so focused on being cool, coming off as cringe is their biggest fear.
So we can repel brands by being friendly and cringe? Well, that works for me.
That might work for now, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time before Red Boar and its ilk engage in performative cringe, too.
I'll take a win where I can get it. Come on, let's go to a farmer's market and eat something without a barcode on it for once.
You gain 2 boldness for your lewd thoughts, but lose 2 smart. Okay.
Alright, Melon. Should we call you Maloose? Or should we call you Blonde?
Steve, le poisson. Steve le poisson.
Steve Poisson.
Because we're orange and
Oh my god! I know that anime!
Which one is it from?
I think it's from Tokyo Revengers. I'm not sure though.
You're chilling at the hotel room with nothing to do, looking around for cheap entertainment. You notice April's purse hanging from a chair. Will you dare violate the sanctity of an idol's purse? Of course you will. You grab the purse, open it, and...
Real.
Oh no. No way. This is too horrible to describe. Don't count on me to utter these words. Here, have +2 creativity, and go imagine it on your own, I'm mad. Then you, Nico, and April head back to the hotel room to freshen up. Inside, you find Doug cuddling with 4 creatures.
Hey y'all, check out my new pets. Aren't they cutie patooties?
1 second, guys. I have food in my mouth. wait. Yes, they remind me of Tribbles. If Tribbles had no fur and were giant, scary void larvae.
Huh? I guess cuteness really is subjective. Where'd you get these things anyway?
A strange old man was giving them away outside the convention center.
Wow, how nice of him.
Yeah, he said they'd make great pets as long as you follow the rules to take care of them properly.
What are the rules?
They're, crap, I should have written them down. I know he said that you must give them ice cream before midnight, or maybe it was that you must
Guys,
not
we
give them
all
ice
know
cream
how
before
this
midnight.
ends. We all know how this ends, guys.
Did you give them ice cream already?
Yeah, I shared my ice cream with them while we watched the movie. I just couldn't say no to their cutie patootie faces.
Well, if the options were feed them ice cream or don't, there's a 50-50 chance you got it right. That's basically a C+.
Just then, the critters begin glowing and spinning cocoons around themselves.
Uh-oh. The old man said that if they ever enter the cocoon phase, we only have about 4 minutes to live. What?
What? Uh-oh.
Oh, rats! Guess it's been nice knowing you all. Live long and prosper.
More like live for 4 minutes and prosper. Unless you can think of a way to stop these things from killing you all. Oh dear.
I love the gremlins, guys. I've always actually dreamed if those were real. You know, I actually wanted them to be real. I wanted one so bad.
Logic dictates that if ice cream turns them, you need to feed them hot soup to unturn them. And then of course you could throw them a surprise party. Nobody gets angry at their own surprise party.
I beg to differ.
The withdrawal.
Oh yes, I love surprise parties. Bring on the balloons and cake.
You decide to get the creatures an ice cream cake since you've already effed up with the no ice cream rule and you're craving some rocky road anyway.
Also, no ice cream.
4.5 minutes later, the creatures burst from their cocoons as horrible nightmare bugs.
Surprise!
Surprise!
I mean, surprise!
The bugs are screeching and zooming all over the room. They must have been really surprised.
Get hyped, little dudes. This is your big day. We even hired you a clown.
The grind is real.
April jumps on her unicycle and starts juggling. The bugs ignore her in favor of wriggling under the door and into the hallway.
Jeez, tough crowd.
You peek outside to see the void bugs terrorizing the other guests. One of them tears a man's face off and gnaws straight into his skull.
Calcium. Oh, dang. They never got their ice cream cake. More for us.
They sure get hangry when they wake up, don't they? Haha.
Well, we might be murdering innocent people, but at least there's more ice cream cake for us.
Exactly.
That's so real, guys. That's so real. More for us.
True. You all have a nice time eating ice cream cake behind your barricaded hotel door. You gain +2 fun for throwing a party, but lose 2 smarts.
Let's
It's
trade
unforgettable.
places. Alright, everybody choose a fictional character. Say your choice out loud to the other players before advancing. Garfield.
A Smurf.
Name a specific Smurf.
Smurfette.
Okay. Mari? Melon?
I'm still thinking. Give me time to think, though.
You gotta be fast.
Oh my god, the goo monster from, the goo monster from Scooby-Doo Unleashed! The one-eyed dude! The one that literally is like
The tar
so
monster?
funny. Yeah, that dude! Woo! I love that man.
Okay, so the tar monster. Got it. What are you saying, Melon?
Elmo.
Okay, click ahead. Player order decided based on which character needs a vacation the most. Start debating now.
Oh, it's definitely Elmo.
I actually have to agree. I think it is Elmo.
Wait, what is
Yo,
Elmo getting a vacation?
He's been carrying the back, bro. He's been carrying so much. Like, he's been carrying the world on his back, let's be honest.
What do you wait, what?
He's 4 years old. He needs a break.
Dude,
Okay,
no,
okay,
for
fine.
real. He's been on TV for so damn long.
Alright, so Melon, since you're
Dude,
controlling,
he has to
press on
deal with
yourself
Rocco
first.
Sometimes, bro. He has to deal with Rocco sometimes, let's be honest.
Fucking Rocco.
Mauling on Rocco, talking to Dort. You know what? You're right. Elmo's gone through so much stuff. He's like talking to a fish. So Melon, click on yourself first. We'll decide who's going second, third, and fourth. Okay, who's next?
Okay.
We had the Goo Monster, Smurfette, and Garfield.
I feel like Garfield's just depressed.
Dude, he's just lazy. He doesn't like. He's
Yeah.
already on vacation half the damn time. He doesn't do anything.
He needs another one, clearly.
You know who does these is the dog. He needs it very much, bro. He's carrying that show on his back, bro. Odie needs it. Odie needs a break.
He does need a break.
Okay, but then who's gonna go second? I don't think Smurfette needs a vacation. Smurfette's just pretty. She got the whole like village to take care of her though.
Yeah, no, she's doing fine. You can put her last.
Okay, the tar monster. But I don't listen. The tar monster gets smurfed on by like the gang, the
Dude,
Scooby
he
and the
literally
gang.
dies. He dies. He gets
Yeah,
like,
he's dead. He doesn't
unalived.
need a vacation.
No more. He does though.
He's
He
dead.
needs to be real-life and sent away. He didn't even realize. He didn't even know what he was doing. He was just summoned.
All right, but so how are we gonna decide this? Cause like I am like at a standstill at this point.
I feel like we should let Goose decide.
Okay,
Yeah, Goose did decide.
Goose, decide who's second, third, and fourth. From Garfield, Smurfette, and the tar monster.
Garfield, Smurfette. Do you know Smurf? They're little blue people. They sing.
No fairies that live in the mountain.
They're not fairies. They can't fly. But they do live in the forest.
With white hats.
Yes.
Some of them
That's
have white
one.
hats. Yes.
Okay, I know.
Okay. So Smurfette is the girl.
Okay.
Garfield. And the tar monster. Baby. It's a villain.
Oh, the villain needs a vacation for sure.
Okay. Is there a second?
Yes, yes.
And between Smurfette and Garfield.
If the villain's on vacation, does that make the hero
Yeah.
A fair question.
Yes, I just contributed. Anyways.
But you have saved the city from, having to file a ton of insurance.
Wonder what they'll decide.
Since the insurance company is not generous, Garfield doesn't need a vacation. Garfield goes.
There we go.
There we
I
go.
see how it is. Time to get some fresh air.
Ooh, where are we going? You like here? We go. Would you like to go for a walk?
While they're doing this chaos, so now you can pick a table to sit at, and then the spicy is like how spicy you want things to be, basically, for like your final meeting.
Got it.
Okay, we're going for a walk.
Maximum spicy.
It's really wholesome. There's not much.
Like, I know you're anti-whose rights, but like, okay. Oh. Let's go.
Okay. You and Liam go on a lovely stroll through the park. Liam spends the whole time telling you the complete and exhaustive history of the man bun.
Taste.
You tune most of it out.
What?
You're more focused on watching his his luscious purple lips flap about. couldn't care less about.
That's not true.
Sorry, the way they said it, like,
In the
okay,
end.
it sounded like, you know, lovely taste was these luscious purple lips. Mwah. No,
I'm
glob.
fully honest, I thought it was gonna make a man buns plural joke, but I don't necessarily mind that it went this way.
In the end, Liam got to hear himself talk, and you got to stare at him without seeming creepy for once. It's a perfect night for both. For you both.
Aw, good job, Steve.
Steve,
Happy
and-
ending. Okay, guys, what route should I take?
Mari's going the indecisive route.
Ooh, Omen.
You Omen got to a fancy restaurant. Omen tells you all about their former conquest of the villain. Apparently, they had once had a fortress not far from this very restaurant. You two decide to check out the old fortress out of curiosity. Turns out, it's a laundromat. Omen might have been more upset if they weren't so fascinated by the washing machine. The future truly is now.
Alright, Chaos, where do you want to go?
Send me to that mimic table.
To Nico? This is the table
That's
where
the
we
one.
can call other people, and this is like by yourself.
Nah,
It is-
I can go to that, yeah. And then I want to talk to... the mimic of the clown, the mimic of the clown. Let's go with the... Let's go with the clown, why not?
Alright, you want to go for a walk, movie, or board game night?
So remind me really fast, the more chili peppers, the more spicy the end scene is?
That's what they say, yeah. Like, if it, like,
Okay,
how,
I'll
what
bite.
kind of relationship you want? Like, more platonic, more like, yeah. This one, board game night.
Yeah, I'll bite, why not?
All right.
You and April have a great game night. You decide to play charades. April wipes the floor with you. You could have foreseen this, since clowns and mimes are probably related to some degree. Still, it was fun watching her silently devour a whole rotisserie chicken. New kink unlocked.
You know what? That makes me go crave a whole chicken from Costco. Anyways, do I want to be by myself today? Okay, should I call a friend? You know what? Let's call a friend. There's Bruce again. There's also Kale. There's
Oh my
Scott,
God, you
Miranda, Vera, Suzanne, Sawyer. You know what, Scott?
Wow.
Oh, but Scott has a platonic one. Call a. You know what? It's fine. But Bruce, Scott. You invite Scott to join you at the con. Ooh, I'd love to. I don't know much about nerd stuff. Do you think they'll like a big furry fella like me? Oh, Scott, you'd be surprised. Scott, tell us, what do you look for in a friend? What do you mean? What do you mean? I like people in general. I believe you can make friends with almost anyone if you make the effort to get to know them. Okay. Day 2.
Look at us.
The
we're
con
so
is a
cute.
whirlwind of activity and overstimulation, but somehow you find time to work on your comic. Guys, please be quiet. I'm overstimmed. Can someone give me some water? Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go read a book. I'm gonna be over here. You guys do the group project, okay? Cool. Just ditch. Time to brainstorm. Why did you get banned from the zoo? You kept shooting a gun at random stuff for the lulz. You kept trying to fit stuff inside a zebra's mouth for scientific reasons. You got robbed by dogs, so it was for your own safety. You tried to make No Pants Tuesday a thing. We'll say that. Oh, okay, so Chaos, this section, right? Each choice affects everybody's stats.
Oh, interesting, okay.
Choose a detective book that you would totally catch your attention. The Case of the Missing Vagina? The Kid Detectives in Babies, Where Do They Come From? Death of a Twink? The Mystery of How Planes Fly.
Yeah, no, that is the correct answer.
Okay, so this time, we got to pick stuff. Next time, you guys pick the next 2 things, I guess.
Where is
Death
the
of a
crossing
twink, yeah. Whoa, letting the water twink.
It's sung by Brendan Urie.
Brandon Twinkie.
I guess maybe.
You know, I don't know if there's a parody of that, but you know what? Someone should make a parody. The death of a twig, yay. This would be so funny.
You sit down to play a really complicated European board game. You don't want to make a fool of yourself, so you pick up the manual and start reading. Days pass, seasons change, cities crumble and are covered in sand. When you finish the manual, you find yourself alone in an empty post-apocalyptic wasteland. Just kidding, you fell asleep. But what you did get to read of the manual was +2 fun. Later, you join an open enrollment TTRPG event. Liam has been GMing a Wyverns and Wizard campaign for a couple sessions, and you wanted to join and support him. You know, Liam can be an acquired taste, so you thought you could help him be a bit more digestible to strangers experiencing him for the first time.
Greetings, everyone. This is my friend, Steve Le Croissant, and he will be joining our little adventure here.
Marvelous. A friend of Liam is a friend of ours.
Huh. They seem to be partial to Liam. Maybe he hasn't Liamed all over the place. That's good. This way you can cushion any bad impact once he does his thing.
Okay. To bring you up to speed, we've been investigating a mysterious black fog that's been coming from the mountains.
I told you guys. I think it's an army of chain smokers.
Earl here is the titular tester, always with a joke in hand.
That's what she said.
I would just like to state for the record that I taught Goose the phrase "that's what she said" today. Not today. Yesterday. Yesterday.
Yo!
Wow.
So it's nice to see it being used in the wild.
Oh, Earl, stop being this funny for a second, would you? Last session, we just arrived in this town, and we should resume our investigation.
I say, we hit the tavern. Best case scenario, we get some answers. Worst case scenario, we get some beers.
The tavern is brimming with noise and life. Everything feels warm, partly because of the golden oak wood, and partly because small towns tend to bring everyone closer, both figuratively and literally. In the air, you can smell hints of wine, and since your druid has enhanced senses, she can tell it's a Pinot Grigio. You can't miss the citrus notes that a Pinot Grigio showcases in cooler climates such as this.
Whoa, Liam does it again.
Okay, this is the Liam you know. Maybe you can crack a joke to dilute this degree of snobbishness.
Yeah, he always makes you feel like you were actually there. Liam, has anyone ever told you that you have the soul of a poet?
And that's not all. I just looked up Pinot Grigio. It is a real wine. Even the citrus thing is true. Liam, are you some kind of genius? A wine genius or what?
Is Liam shedding a tear?
Okay, so you know the drill. I gotta go order some waffles and beer. I wouldn't be Sir Waffles of the waffle order if I didn't order them at every tavern we hit. You choose who to interrogate in the meantime. You know I'm bad at that stuff. Sir Waffles only knows punching and waffles.
This is your chance to make a first good impression. A good first impression. Those are not the same thing. You take a look around the tavern, well, Liam describes the people in there, and narrow it down to 2 people who may know about the Black Fog. Oh my.
Oh.
Wow.
The beholder that cleans the tavern's bathrooms, clearly Liam's clever way of saying this character has seen some. And
Hilarious.
the mysterious looking purple guy that definitely not Liam's self-insert character. No artist can resist self-insert.
Lies. I resisted that in my campaign.
But I mean, look at this guy. Damn!
What is Steve gonna do?
What a self-insert.
It means that you place yourself into your story.
Why would
self-love.
Oh.
Yes. Self-love. Yes.
Good.
It's good. Yes, it is.
So we interrogate one of them?
Yeah. Who's it gonna be?
Of course. If he's self-inserting, we interrogate him.
I see.
Okay, I'll ask him. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any information about the smoke coming from the mountains?
I'll take this guy.
Ugh, once again I sit here with Quill clearly in hand, yet everyone constantly bothers me and doesn't care a whit for my poems.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were busy.
Why do I even bother with poetry anymore? There's the love of the craft, sure, but a one-sided love is a lonely relationship with art. Actually, a one-sided love is a lonely relationship with art could be turned into decent iambic pentameter. I should write this down.
Jeez, Liam.
I wasn't gonna say anything at first, but could this guy be more of a self-insert? It's a terrible thing.
What? Don't be ridiculous. Dr. Lockhart and I have nothing to do with each other.
He's literally obsessed with iambic pentameter. Just like you.
Anyone would be obsessed with iambic pentameter if they were lucky enough to encounter it.
Oh, wow.
What's iambic pentameter again? I forgot.
It is specifically the way of writing that was in, like, Shakespearean writing. There's a
Gotcha.
very specific rhythm to it, and I won't go into the details of it, but it's worth a Google.
Okay. Yeah, your poetry sounds interesting to me. What's iambic pentameter?
Can you actually explain it? I'm so glad you asked. This is a little too real. Poetic book, common to English poetry. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. I was asking Locke that in character.
Ah, my apologies. I'm so glad you asked. It's a poetic form that's common to English poetry.
Liam goes into a 20-minute session of leaning all over you four. It's as no one says, iambic pentameterific. Pentameterific! Oh my goodness!
Wow.
That was super interesting. Shall we ask about the warlock and the black fog now? Ooh, good call. Allow me. Mr. Lockhart, would you be so kind as to tell us all you know about the smoke coming from the mountains? In iambic pentameter?
Oh, my.
Liam takes a minute to respond. You swear he's shedding a tear again.
It would be my pleasure.
Liam proceeds to go full iambic pentameter. The players listen to him with intent. Dang, these people truly have good vibes. You gain +2 creativity and lose 2 smarts.
I don't know, you learned about you learned about iambic pentameter. So you should gain smarts. I don't think you should just gain creativity. That's malarkey.
We're getting more and more. We're getting more and more Steve.
That is true. That's true. You gotta be one.
Oh, but we're not very Juan.
Not to do.
Oh no.
You're walking around the middle hall, sipping a cup of coffee. Suddenly, a deluxe box set edition of One Kick Boy makes you spit out your coffee. You spit take lands on the box set because you have great aim very badly. The vendor gives you the box set at discount because, after all, it's not in mint condition anymore. Your brand new box set and your excellent spinning skills give you 2 charms.
Octo.
Later, you're at the hotel bar with Doug and Nico. You've progressed past the happy tipsy stage and are deep in sad boy hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sound ungrateful. My dad loves me, but I've never felt like he's tried to understand my hobbies or why I like the things that I...
Alright, what do I give her?
Everybody shut the fuck up right now. I have glorious news. I have finally tracked down my old magic grimoire from my villain days. I found time to check my old evil lairs for my belongings, and most of them have been converted into Airbnbs, but I found my grimoire buried in one of the bathrooms. The owner was irate, but you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few toilets, or however the saying goes.
Good for you, Omen. What spell are you gonna cast first?
Good question. One of my favorites was an incantation that turns people inside out. Such a slow, hilarious way to die.
You're not gonna do that one, are you?
Well, now I have to. Trust me, Doug, you'll love it. Corpus Inversionem Mysticum.
I don't think that's gonna have any effect on me, because literally, if I get inverted, sorry, Doug gets
No, you're
inverted.
so fun.
The moment Doug gets inverted, he's still a slime. That's it.
Yeah.
But
Why do you look the same, Nico? Were you already inside out or something?
You tried to cast it on me? I think the problem is, the whole being defeated and imprisoned is a feat that lost your magical powers thing.
Oh, right.
Hey, cheer up! I'm sure you can still cast some of the spells in here without magic.
yeah, it's like when you're making brownies, you forgot to buy sugar, so you use applesauce instead. Virtually the same dish.
Incorrect. That is for oil and or butter.
Someone needs to enroll Doug in a cooking class stat, but right now you gotta cheer up Omen by finding a spell they can cast with no magic.
Hey, it's okay. Doug is Doug. He's a slime. He'll just eat. It's the same. And if it tastes like brownie, it tastes like brownie.
This spell is for shooting metal projectiles at a deathly speed. You're pretty sure that's just a gun. You don't need a possession spell to control someone else's body. Just piggyback right now.
Good idea, Jin.
Without warning, they jump onto your back and start piggybacking you. I don't know. You're reminded that Omen is covered in painful metal spikes. You didn't think this through.
I claim ownership of your mind. Walk to the frozen confectionery store and buy me a milkshake.
Ugh.
Yes, Omen. Anything for you, Omen. We all say as you walk towards your ice cream.
But how do you milk a
Jin.
shake?
The milk and shake. I command you to think dirty thoughts.
Okay.
What are you thinking about?
Boob.
Very nice. Ooh, new idea. I command you to fly.
But I can't fly. That's impossible.
Nothing is impossible under my command, and I command you to fly, damn it!
You're about to protest again when you realize that Omen's been pulling your hair to guide you, Ratatouille style, and led you to the edge of a cliff.
Go, Jin! That's
I like how Chaos is just clipping. I heard flat.
To no one's surprise. To no one's surprise, but Omen, you fall off the cliff. It's a very long drop.
Holy crap! Are you guys okay?
Yes. Luckily, Jin broke my fall. Apologies, Jin. I forgot that the flight spell and the mind control spells are different. Fear not, we shall get it right next time.
Besides all your broken bones, this has been a great fun. Too fun even, but you lost 2 boldness on the way down.
How would you lose 2 boldness after breaking all your bones? Anyways.
Keep in mind that I'm a zombie. I don't think that makes any difference.
I was gonna say, you're one of the only ones here that I think could survive that.
What?
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
could
what
too,
I'm saying.
Chaos. You're also well, you're Frankenstein, but it's not zombie, but close enough.
Alright, take me to the main stage.
How to add
You
loot box to your
attend-
game.
Don't.
You attend a panel on how to seamlessly add loot boxes to games. The short answer is that you should not.
This turns out to be invaluable knowledge that makes you gain 2 smarts. Pay 10 monster tokens to open a mystery box with a bonus random amount of smarts. Fuck you. JK. JK, no punctuation. You go to watch a taping of a new viral game show. A few lucky audience members will even get chosen to play. What's this guy?
You again.
Welcome to Suddenly Game Show. Trolley Trials, I'm your handsome host, the Interdimensional Prince. Our first contestant is the slimy sweetie in seat 388C.
Well, I can't believe this is happening. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Your Highness.
It must be. Now, on the screen, you'll see a trolley speeding toward 5 tied-up captives. This lever can redirect the trolley to a track with only one person tied up on it. Will you pull the lever, contestant number 1?
What? Is this live? Are those real people? Or are they gonna die? Why do I have to choose who dies?
Oopsie, you ran out of time. Your inaction kept you from having to choose, but resulted in the deaths of 5 people. No points for you.
Oh god. What have I done? Next contestant!
It is I! So, yeah, what am I doing here? So tell me, who are the people tied to these tracks? Have they wronged me somehow? Are any of them doctors?
I'm not sure. I suppose the man at the end is wearing what could be a lab coat.
Then I shall subject his group to trolley side. I do not care for doctors.
Wrong answer. Stupid justification. 0 points. Next contestant!
Why does it remind me of Adventure Time the Lemming Dog?
According to classical utilitarianism, you must prioritize the good of the many and redirect the trolley to the track with only one person on it. Pull the lever, Prince!
Correct. And so fast too. Congratulate.
Then I turn the trolley around and kill the other 5 people too. Beast.
What? Why?
Isn't the point of this game to kill the most people, silly goose? Silly?
No! That's not the objective. It seems there's been a misunderstanding, so I'll let you change your answer if you want.
Nah, I'm good.
That just leaves one more contestant. Smeepo, in seat 39C. Will you pull the hypothetical lever?
Alright, options are use your phone or friend lifeline so you can defer the responsibility to someone else, and or defund the trolley infrastructure of this hypothetical city. It has only brought terrible transportation, several dead people, and no ethical clarity. That second one is funny. I like that.
Oh my. That was a super secret correct answer. It's also the answer that puts an end to this program. I don't know how I feel about this.
Wait, how did he win without killing anybody? That seems counterintuitive.
Smeepo's a winner because she saved everyone in this dilemma and every dilemma that could have been. She is a hero.
This takes to be a hero? Pass.
Fuck the haters. It's not often you get to be a hero and get the International Prince fired in one day. Win-win! Over the next few weeks, you meet with city planners, government officials, and trolley operators, dismantling the whole establishment. God knows why you're qualified to do all this, but God also knows why the city's public transport relied on killing innocent people in the first place, so whatever. By the end of it, you've made a huge difference. The city papers can't stop singing your praises.
Citizens finally freed from horrific omnipresent threat of being tied to trolley tracks at any moment. Philosopher Society at a loss. Now the trolleys no longer offer interesting ethical dilemmas to discuss. Interview with a retired trolley operator. I can still hear their screams.
You gain +2 smarts for dismantling the trolley establishment and lose 2 charm.
It's time for Murky Moo. Okay, so I went to the vendors. Y'all took everything else, but I was gonna go to the lobby anyways. To the lobby. You're roaming around the lobby and you find someone with your exact same cosplay. Unacceptable. I must sacrifice into my cult. Join my cult! Chaos, join it! Mari, join my cult! Melon, Goose,
You
join!
haven't even played the goddamn game, motherfucker.
I have played it.
There's no point in joining your goddamn cult. You never finished it.
Well, we can always return to it another day. Anyways, join my cult! You decide to solve this conflict with the traditional way. A knife fight to the death. The other player's cosplayer doesn't carry a knife, so he gets automatically disqualified. You win the right to cosplay. You get +2 bonus for always carrying a knife for no reason at all, and because I'm kind of scared of you. Yeah, that's what I thought. You meet up with Scott and roam the con together until you find the perfect activity for him. The Fantasy Sports Zone.
The hell is that?
And you want to take these guys over?
Welcome. Welcome. Would you like to join us for a game of Ball? It's a new sport.
A new sport? Is that even legal?
Based off the iconic ball game from the field of snow and frozen dough, novels, and
There's a ball? Sounds perfect. We're in.
The game starts and you're very confused. All sports confuse you. Though, so it's nothing new. Scott is very excited and rushes to kick the ball before anyone else.
Halt. Rule 19 states only the Frinkle may frink the ball.
Am I the Frinkler?
No, you're a lowly forger. Get back to the forge zone and prepare to forgery if the ball comes close.
Oh, okay.
Halt. Rule 62 states forgers can only talk if they hold in the talking spoon.
Scott's like thinking face of like confusion is always the best.
Halt. Rule 119 states you cannot enter the forge zone without first answering my riddle.
I thought I wasn't allowed to talk. Why does this game have so many rules?
Rule 1 states the rules are what make it fun.
Rules are the enemy of fun. That's why good sports like basketball and soccer don't have any. With all these rules, I'm not going to get the pork or Frinkle or even set the ball at all. This might be the first ever not fun sport.
Poor Scott. You can see his worldview shattered before your eyes. How can you stop this nonsense so he'll actually get to play with the ball? Through acute market analysis, prove to the NFL that they can tap into a whole new audience if they buy the rights to this franchise and reshape its sport into basically football. Resort to franchise tropes by ignoring the rules. Scott is filling the essential role of the edgy bad boy love interest who respects no authority. This one sounds fun, but I gotta go first.
I don't know. Isn't being a bad boy bad?
Not if you're sexy though, or enough.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to get out there and play my best. Or my worst?
You watch as Scott takes to the pitch. The game is soon underway again, and this time he's not going to let any silly little rules ruin his fun.
Halt. Get back in your forge zone.
Your zones can't hold me anymore. I'm going all the way to the goal.
Damn him. It's like he's got no respect for anything. But when he gives such confident smile, how can I hold it against him?
Goal. That's 100 points for us.
Halt. Goals are worth 3.53 points, not 100.
I earned those points, and nobody's gonna take them away from me.
Sure. He takes what he wants with no thoughts for anyone else, but his conviction, it makes my heart pound.
Out of my way, everyone. I'm gonna frick it real hard this time.
Halt. Sport, please. You know that's not your role.
Sorry, but when I play, I follow my heart, not the rules.
Yeah, he's right, and it should disgust me. But instead, all I can think of is how handsome he looks as he scores the winning three.
And you have to agree, a happy Scott is the handsomest Scott in your books, and he's never happier than when he's playing with balls. You gain +2 creativity, and lose -2 smarts.
I want on record that although we will likely never see this character again, I loved his voice.
I know. I was like, I
You're
love that voice
welcome,
Mario
you're
gave.
welcome.
All right,
You're
Melon.
all beautiful.
Melon?
Melon?
Oh, sorry. We were muted. We were discussing next move. My bad. I'm so sorry.
It's
Okay.
okay.
You sit down to watch a panel on how to break the ice and make friends at cons. Tricks to break the ice at cons. Submit a full panel so people actively ask you questions during the Q&A. The panelist admits they have no idea. They hoped hosting a panel would force them into being more social. What an honest fella. During the Q&A, a group asked the panelists if they want to join them for some dinner and drinks. It did work. You gain +2 smarts, okay, we got those back, for learning this cool trick to break ice. Next year, you may host a panel yourself. The con's main stage is hosting a screening of 70s cult classic, The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yep. And you, Nico, April, and Liam are on first row.
So, what's this movie about?
Oh, you're gonna love it, Nico. It's about.
It's not just a movie. It's an interactive dance-along audio-visual feast where spectators sing, dance, and throw thematically appropriate garbage at the screen.
Ooh, I like at least 2 of those things. So whoever throws the most garbage wins?
No, you don't understand.
Allow me to explain, April. The movie breaks the conventional barrier dividing film and audience. The spectator's interaction enhances the experience. It's like having an active conversation with the film.
Yeah, and I wish someone learned how to do that with actual people.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Wait, so I get to be a part of the movie? My first acting credit?
Alright, everyone. Flash your sequined costumes and hold on to your glitter because it's time for the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Woo, let's go! Already loving it.
As the first few images of the movie appear, you start hearing a sizzle. Before Liam can give you a rundown of the director's career, the screen bursts into flame.
Is this a part of the show? Am I supposed to set myself on fire?
No. Old film material is highly flammable.
Well, let's just get a different movie. I'm sure the other movie won't be mad.
You have a point. This is not about a specific film, it's about community. We'll uphold the tradition by breaking it.
I guess all that active conversation stuff works for any film as long as you're the one talking.
Steve Croissant, why don't you pick the film?
Oh my god.
Just bored.
Read the options.
This
We-
5-hour experimental Hungarian film about the futility of life. It was practically made for zany audience, or is it zany audience interactions.
Mario already said
Or
the
porn.
second option.
Or porn. A good ass film that 100% will make everything look well, or porn. Guys, it's obvious. It's a 5-hour experimental Hungarian film about the futility of people.
Apparently it was.
Who knew Steve was a film buff? 20 surprisingly efficient minutes later, you've set up all the cues and distributed leaflets with instructions to the attendees. Everything's ready for the screening.
Alright, this is the 15-minute one take where the main character eats a raw potato.
Oh, raw. The entire audience spends the next quarter of an hour munching away on the potatoes you've given them. There's a lot of groaning.
April, you're really going for the existential dread vibe.
It's the potato. It's screwing up my stomach.
April, the indigestion is the point. It's a perfect metaphor for how the cruel facts of life are hard to stomach.
Oh, I get it. Can I stop eating now?
No. Finish your potato.
4 lengthy, moan-filled hours later.
Ah, yes. We really have to nail this last shot. A 45-minute scene where the woodworker and the matchstick girl gaze into each other's eyes.
Everyone shoot a longing look at the spectator next to you.
That's me. Steve Clausen.
You stare deeply into April's eyes.
My god, this is boring.
I can't stand the way LSD crosses straight into my soul. It's pretty hot, actually.
The movie ends. The audience erupts in applause and sighs in relief.
That was awesome! Now I know why people like European films. Because of all the groaning.
Yeah, that made me feel stuff.
You hear that? April felt stuff. You lose -2 fun, and you gain 2 smarts from scouring the existential depths of monster kind through film.
Favorite bit was when we ate a raw potato.
So you like them
You sit down to
potats?
play You sit down to play an experimental new TTRPG called Dancing with the Dragon. It's a typical Tolkien fantasy setting, but all battles are decided in DDR matches against your opponent. It's awesome! You carry your party because you've got moves for days. It's a little unfairly skewed because your game master has a broken foot, but that's not your fault. You gain 2 fun kicking ass with your F-rank DDR skills. A while later, Zoe invites you to a cafe to discuss her newest project. You can't wait for a sneak preview of the fanfic's latest work.
So the idea is that after Space Lord Zortat gets killed in canon, he's reincarnated as a cashier at Walfart. It'll be a true reverse isekai.
Hello, friends. I see you are also patrons of what I've come to call hyperactive bitter bean juice.
Did they not have coffee back in your day?
No, they did. I just prefer my name for it. What are you working on?
Jin's helping me with a Fuse fanfic. But the new fanfic, it's about a powerful villain being forced to adapt to modern society.
Oh my. I find that deeply fascinating for reasons that are not worth examining. What is the plot progression? How does this former overlord adapt to their strange new world?
I'm not sure yet, but we're still in the early planning stages.
Can they bring themselves to accept the overpriced inferiority of the taxi cab over the vastly superior locomotive? Do they conquer the intellectually barren wasteland of social media? Or do they succumb to its insidious brain rot? And, are they successful in their pursuit of happiness?
Jin's here to help me answer those kinds of questions. Do you want to help us brainstorm?
No, thank you. Creativity is not my strong suit. I would rather listen to Jin's ideas and harshly judge them.
You heard the scary overlord pitch a plot for Zoe's new reverse isekai film. The villain gets the one legendary artifact that didn't exist in his realm, therapy. The villain realizes this new world would feel way less confusing and threatening if he rode a big, menacing excavator everywhere he goes.
Huh. And what is therapy exactly?
I've never done it myself, but I think it's what people do when they have mental problems that require professional help.
Oh, like hiring a plumber?
Yeah, that's it, I think. Therapists are basically plumbers for your brain.
Interesting. My brain has historically been clogged with bad thoughts like a shit-filled toilet. What sort of instrument do therapists use to excavate these mental clogs?
I think they just talk to you about your feelings. Sometimes a therapist makes the patient describe blobby abstract art for some reason. It usually makes them talk about their shitty dads.
How tedious. People pay for that kind of treatment?
Yeah, weird, right? Maybe they just want therapists to prescribe them with drugs.
Oh, like heroin. I had wondered why modern science disavowed such an effective cough suppressant.
Nah, not heroin. They prescribe exclusive designer drugs like Xanax or Zoloft.
Whoa, those drugs must be quite strong. They sound as if they were named after ancient wizards.
Yeah, modern medicine might as well be wizardry to me.
Thank you for this information. I may look into hiring a brain plumber myself.
Go for it, girl.
Well, there's no denying that Omen needs therapy, so you're gonna call this misinformation dump an unconditional win. You gain 2 charm for encouraging your friend to get professional help, but lose 2 boldness for choosing a self-improvement over a dope-ass excavator.
Smeefo, where do you want to go? The hotel out and outdoors, the lobby, or the merch hall?
Send me to the merch hall.
To the merch hall.
The merch.
Merch.
Let me tell you about birds. At the stands, you find a fanzine vendor. You ask her what her zines are about. They're
Honest-
about you, she replies.
Honestly, I'd wear that. It's kind of
Oh,
cute.
yeah. No, absolutely. You
Hi,
open one
Kabu.
of her fanzines. It's full of badly cropped pictures of you. You feel you should be disturbed, but you also feel flattered.
Chaos. Kabu's being
Yes?
mean. I just said hello to him, and he said he doesn't care. Where's Chaos?
Oh, what's up? It's been forever.
Okay, you finished reading that, right, Chaos?
Yes, you feel you should be disturbed, but you also feel flattered because it's full of badly cropped pictures of me.
Uh-huh.
You buy a copy. Dang, some of these pics you haven't ever seen before. You're bowled over by your own +2 charm. You, Liam, Doug, and April are browsing cute magical girl figurines when you find that some are suspiciously wonky. These are some of the worst knockoffs I've ever seen. Astral Princess's skirt is red, not pink. Do better.
Liam, don't be so negative. After all, isn't pink a shade of red? If you squint your eyes, this looks almost official.
Yeah, there's some perspective, Liam. Look at the next stand. Those are some bad knockoff.
Oh, wow. Those are real bad. I don't think any amount of squinting can save them.
Yeah, if this were a contest for which knockoffs were the most knocked off, these would win.
Look at this thing. Let's see. Rabbit.
I was just saying, I'm having a moment too.
You want to try it?
Sure, I'll do this. You think those knockoffs are better than mine? I got way better stock than those ugly little shits. Let me bring out the good stuff.
The seller sets out some knockoff figurines that truly push the boundaries of what could be considered merch.
That's the best you got. Check this out.
This dude must be related to the cat vendor from Monster Prom 1. He brings out some knockoffs that push the boundaries of what could even be considered figurines or plastic.
Well, funny enough, the vendor from Monster Prom 1 is actually a playable character with DLC.
That's cool. The first seller sets out a new batch with creepy, off-putting expressions like they're laughing at God. And the next batch of figurines seems to constantly morph and dissolve. They leak strange oozes. If you listen closely, you can hear their subtle yet unsettling screams.
Oh, you would buy that, Chaos.
Probably.
Stop it, both of you. You're scaring me.
I'm no believer, but I suspect these knockoffs are getting so off that they risk defying God and incurring divine wrath.
Oh, save us, Meepo.
Normally, you'd call that an overreaction, but the latest batch of knockoffs are diffracting the waves of reality, so yeah, you should do something. These bastards don't fear God. Instill the fear of God in them by performing a tragedy about the gods punishing knockoffs, or conjure the most powerful spell against the knockoff sellers, the cease and desist. Run that. I like that one.
That one? Okay.
Yeah. You cast the cease and desist spell. 2 businesswomen appear in a puff of smoke.
Only 2. Hello.
Oh, wow.
I got these 2.
What are you doing here, Miss Managers? Do you own the rights to Astral Princess?
We represent a shell corporation within this media conglomerate that controls most forms of entertainment and snack foods.
Alright. Redemption is on the register.
Now listen, you two. You have to stop selling these knockoffs or I'll take you to court. And nobody wants that, right?
You can't sue us. Most of these knockoffs are so bad, and they aren't even recognizable as Astral Princess.
That is technically true. This one's basically just a blob in a skirt.
True, but we've trademarked skirts, so it still belongs to us.
You can't just trademark the concept of skirts.
In the end, the knockoff sellers agree to knock it off.
Gee, that was kind of bleak. I don't think we were on the good guys team in that conversation.
We did what we had to do to save the world. Monopolized corporate hellscape is still better than divine wrath over knockoff abominations.
Yeah, Dad. We'll do what I always do when I'm feeling glum about capitalism. Buy a little treat and stop thinking about it.
It's not my fault, Kavu. That's Twitch. Ooh, my favorite.
You all treat yourselves to ice cream sundaes. You gain 2 smarts for luring up, but you lose 2 creativity.
You know what I've learned? We really like ice cream, guys. This is our second ice cream event.
Seriously.
We talked about
I
milkshakes
also
and
love
ice
the fact-
cream.
A milk and shake.
Yes,
I
a
also
milk and shake.
love the fact that the 2 lawyers were a leech and a mosquito. That's amazing.
They're actually not lawyers. They're actually April's managers.
You're so
Businesswomen, managers,
Yeah.
whatever they are, they're bloodsuckers.
Melon's voicing the clown, Kavu. Right. Lobby and hotel. I don't. Okay, we're in the lobby again because I'm not gonna go to a hotel. Lobby time. You're walking around the lobby when you suddenly hear, look, it's Murky Moo. When you turn around, nobody's looking at you. They're looking at somebody else. Somebody who's cosplaying you. When did you get famous? Are you part of a beloved video game franchise? And more importantly, did that guy steal your clothes? There are too many questions in your head right now. So here, you'll need +2 bonus to go on with your life without asking them. You hang out with Doug and Owen while they man the con info booth. The con volunteer middle manager enters the room.
Ugh, I bet she has a task for us. Witness my spectacular technique to avoid labor.
Howdy, boss. Is there anything I can help you with, or that Owen can help you with when she gets out from under the table?
Snitch.
Yes. Oh, I need your help. There's a fake. Wrong voice. There's a fake pass seller somewhere outside, and we accidentally let in tons of people with fake passes. I gotta find the fake seller and hit them with a lifetime ban. Do you think you two can throw out all of the fake pass holders?
Delete. I simply don't want to.
Well, too bad, because you have to. I'll check back with you in an hour. Don't worry, madam. Your trust in me isn't misplaced. I'll work myself to the bone to find the... Oh, you're leaving. I was still talking, ma'am. I said I'll work myself to the bone to find the phony passes. Admiral Soul, hello.
So we have to find the fake pass holders as well? That's idiotic. I thought we only had to throw them out.
Mari, can you shout out Admiral Soul because I can't do it? Thanks, Mari. How's it going?
How are we supposed to tell the difference between a legitimate pass and a fake one?
Oh my gosh. Like, I think Mari is muted, but
Mari's got it. Mari, be here for a second.
Wait. I was doing the shout out. Wait. 1 second. Guys, give me time. Wait.
Bye, Mari.
you
Work.
have limited time.
The dame was right. It'd be a tough nut to crack, but soon all the papers would be praising the amazing detectives who solved the case of the counterfeit con.
All good, Admiral Soul. Like, I appreciate the lurk in the raid, and just feel free to like avoid spoilers if you don't want any spoilers. Hey Nico, are you gonna help us find the fake pass holders?
Yes, I will, even though it's such a complex tragic story. A crime with no villains, only victims. My heart and heart breaks for these fake-ass pass holders. They walk among legitimate guests, never knowing what crime they committed. Is it even their future? Or their fault?
Maybe not, but we have a responsibility to protect the con. My manager is counting on me.
Then let us get it over with so that I may return to eating popcorn and brooding. How shall we find the criminals?
Fool them by making up a promotion.
wait.
Upgrade your fake passes to cool exclusive fake VIP passes. Access security cameras to investigate this heinous crime by using a fake security pass. You know what, let's do this one. Mari.
Fly and move, Murky Moon. We'll reel those bastards in like flies to honey.
Grades should we offer with the fake VIP passes?
We gotta make them an offer they can't refuse.
Free hugs? People around here seem to love free hugs.
Better. Hugs at a discounted price of $5. This way, they will know that these hugs are far more valuable than the free ones.
Could we also offer free jet skis? Just imagine riding jet ski with a VIP badge around your neck. I think this is the coolest anyone could possibly look.
Sure. I know nothing about the current state of inflation, but buy one fake pass, get one free jet ski is probably a good deal.
I don't know, Omen. Has the world shattered so many of our dreams that a jet ski is the most we can aspire to?
Whoa, deep.
Is a free jet ski not enough for you greedy bastards?
I mean, sure, you asked, 2 jet skis would be an even better deal.
Whoa, riding 2 jet skis at once? Your conceiving levels are cool that I didn't think were even possible. You set up a stand in the merch hall and advertise your fake VIP passes, discount hugs, and complimentary jet skis. You find several fake pass holders and throw them into con jail. You still give them discounted hugs because even criminals need a hug every now and then. You gain +2 charm but lose 2 boldness.
That is
It's
true.
shopping time, guys!
Freaking
Hey there. Fancy a mystery box? Nobody knows what's in them, so pick one and we'll both find out.
Okay. Dull Daniel does nothing. Ah, yes, Dull Daniel does nothing. These figurines do literally nothing. The choice for those who don't want to hit them in the head. A classic.
Stats, but
Stats?
now they're cool. Well, people.
Oh.
But now they're people. Stats, but now they're people, is based on the stat icons for popular video game, Human Prom. They are said to have slight effects on people's stats. Go Chaos, next one's yours.
Okay. Oh, Zodiac Thirst, Cosmic Office. It includes a first selection of 6 out of the 12 star signs you can date on the acclaimed dating sim. These figurines are said to have non-slight effects on people's stats. Want to test your fortune?
Go Mari!
Buff bugs. Oh, you're like buff bugs? It's immortalizes some of the most legendary wrestlers of an underground insect league that was popular years ago. But beware, these big muscles come packing big effects on stats.
Mel, you can go.
Major Arcana. No mercy. You eye in Major Arcana No Mercy. It has some of the best characters from the hit anime of the same name. These figurines are all about sound and video for some reason.
My weird little village. My weird little village brings to figurine form some of the most popular neighbors of this cozy yet creepy game. They are said to be cursed. They may profoundly impact your own self, or the ones you're trying to romance.
Landmarks in Love. A series of handsome figurines that are said to take effect on specific places for those who want locations to get spicier.
Alright, so I will tell you this, Chaos. So each thing gives you an item. They can either affect stats, gameplay, scenery, yourself, or other things, basically.
Okay.
So what do you pick? Melon?
Big effect. For big boys.
Okay. Buff bugs then?
Alright, so you can pick it for yourself, Chaos, or you can give it to somebody else. Just like the drinks in the second one.
That's cool.
And what do you get? You obtain the Battle Beetle.
Oh. I'm so confused. What does this mean?
So basically, you have to pick your stuff fast, because you know how long you took to pick each and everything, right? So you have to pick it quickly, or your stats continue switching around. Like, they'll be switching stats and things, stuff like that.
Oh, I see.
Well, it's number 4, Karu.
Ah, now here's a man with a taste for mystery, Jin. Grab a box, any box. They're all the same, and all infinitely different.
Mari's opening the item for herself. A classy coliseum.
The community zone is now married to fortune. Upon entering, the amount of stat players receive will be decided by a die roll.
Oh,
Okay, guys, you're welcome.
Hmm.
interesting.
Or maybe it's just me. Who knows?
Hey there, fancy a mystery box? Nobody knows what's in them, so pick one and we'll both find out.
What do you want, Chaos? Do you want to hover
You
everything?
hover over stats, but they're people. Don't click it. Just hover. And then the same for Zodiac Thirst. Hmm. Yeah, run that one.
This one?
Yeah,
For yourself or someone else?
me is fine.
You? Alright. Aries, product designer. Train your own
Oh
biggest
my.
stat and average all your other stats. Oh.
Well, honestly, that's
Oh.
Oh,
fascinating.
Ah, now here's a man with a taste for mystery. Grab a box, any box. They're all the same and all infinitely different. You know what? This time, as much as I want Major Arcana, that'll be for next time. For when I want to change my music. This one, in my weird little village. And I am giving this to Chaos. It won't affect your stats, so.
Hello?
Fungible fungus. This item makes you see the romance option in a strange new way. Alright!
What does that mean?
It's true what they say. Life is like a mystery box shop. You lose all your money, and all you get is a random crap.
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
Once we get to day 3, we'll pretty much be done with day 4, and that's it. After that, another day, another morning to devote to the comic you're working on. Time to brainstorm. Smifa, what do you want? A genie gives you $1 million, but there's a catch. You'll develop a serious addiction to puns. When you're talking to anyone, you'll make the persistent error of calling them mom. Every morning, you'll have to eat 6 burritos, provoking a persistent tummy ache. You'll be stalked by a demon named Larry.
Oh, give me Larry the Demon, that's sick.
Alright, boldness for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, conversation topic is severely underrated. Discussing the fact that while Tauruses are objectively hot, Geminis tend to do the worst. Your mom jokes? Crescenization, a proven form of convergent evolution in which crab organisms evolve a crab-like body plan. What not to name your fantasy characters unless you want them to sound dumb?
Nope, Mari's gone.
Chaos, I have a feeling I know which one you would pick, and I would pick it with you.
Is it Become Crab?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is absolutely Become Crab.
Oh wait, our stats are switching. Gotta pick that.
Well, no, it's during when you're at the area. You're not in the community zone. This is just more of like stuff.
Oh, I see.
But you want to pick something at some point.
I may have to dip out early, but I'll see how far I can get here.
Whoa, look at that.
Whoa, they are swapping around.
Yeah. What do you want? Oh, well, I guess it's fine. If you find a stand at the merch hall that sells hyper-realistic VR headsets, you buy one immediately.
So,
VR is
Kavu,
the future.
it shuffles forever until Melon makes a choice, basically. It literally said what the item did was like, your stats will continue to shuffle until you make a choice.
You put it on and you see your surrounding. Yeah, it's a scan. The headset is basically a football helmet and a pair of glasses. No refunds allowed, but the headset looks good on you. Like, +2 charm. Good. Later, you head to the community zone for another session of Liam's TTRPG campaign.
Right. Last session, you learned that a warlock is creating the Black Fog for some sinister plot, and not a moment too soon. Today, you wake up to the fog blanketing the village.
Uh-oh, I bet that means the warlock's about to attack. The villagers must be freaking out.
Actually, the smoke is giving the villagers a giggly head high, so most of them are just having a good time in the town's plaza. They're now throwing a party that they're calling the Lollapalooza of the 14th century.
I got this. I'm gonna stand up on a box and try to get everyone's attention. Hey everyone, stop dancing and get the hells out before you get hurt.
No way, boo, a drunk villager says. Doing recreational drugs and shaking my posterior is way more fun than listening to logic or reason. Yeah, Liam, shut up, another villager adds. Even if your words are sensible and smart, I prefer to call you a nerd and start a fire for no good reason.
Liam?
Yes?
No, I mean, the second villager called me Liam. My character's name is Sir Waffles.
Oh, yes, right. My bad. It was a temporary lapse. He meant to say Sir Waffles.
Jeez, projecting that?
Guys, are we sure that these villagers are actually worth saving? Of course they are. We just need to think of a way to get them to leave. Oof, Sir Waffles isn't one for plans. I wish I could be at the tavern eating some waffles and drinking some beer. Maybe they need some tough love. Let's attack them until they decide to leave on their own.
Nah, you're not resorting to violence. Yeah. How can you convince the villagers to evacuate? We could just rebrand the evacuation as a pilgrimage. Medieval types are super into that religious stuff. Or people are bad at taking any danger they can't see seriously. Give them some danger they can see. Unhinged jaw, bees pour at.
Really horrifying.
Also, while Mel's making the decision, Cobb was wondering what the Coachella of the 14th century would be. Like, what event would be the Coachella of the 14th century? But...
The day where Loki died of dysentery.
Oh. Huh. Make your choice, Melon.
Yeah. Gosh, it's the accent again.
It was French.
Can I have the book?
Be my guest.
People of the village, I come bearing an important message. We must all start a pilgrimage to the woods.
Why would we do that? We don't care for the woods or for slam poetry. We only care for partying and making bad life choices.
Should we attack them now, or...?
Not yet, Seacross. Cecilia Croissant. You have to think like the villagers you want them to listen to.
Tout le monde. There is a very good reason we must all make a pilgrimage to the woods. I was there last week and I saw something incroyable. A talking dog.
You roll a 17. Okay. A villager says,
Tell us more about this talking dog. Was it amusing?
More accent. It has the energy of a 100 Jap. Not even the king's personal jester could dream of being half as jocose as this talking dog was.
You roll a 13, but you get a +2 bonus for using medieval-sounding thesaurus-worthy words. Very nice. The villagers finally leave the town, lured by the promise of a talking dog that may or may not be a religious thing.
Steve Cross. He's such an MVP. But oh boy, it sure was frustrating to try to talk sense to people while we're trying so hard not to take you seriously.
Right? I've played tabletop RPGs before, but most of the conflict is fighting some baddies. This felt very realistic.
How do you even come up with these ideas?
Say that as most artists do, I draw from my own experiences.
Oh yikes.
You had to go through that yourself, Liam? Sorry to hear that. But you know what? I once heard that most geniuses are misunderstood. That most geniuses are misunderstood. Maybe this means you're a genius. Yeah. Well, let's not forget about the other genius in this room. Not in the table. See, of course. Yeah, of course. Let's get the tavern to celebrate this victory. Waffles are on me.
You all go to celebrate, and later your party ends the session preparing for a great foggy war. You also lose 2 boldness and gain 2 creativity for rebranding the evacuation. Not bad.
Okay, it's
Nice.
Mari's turn. Is Mari back?
No, Mari's still gone. I don't know if they... Oh, did she disconnect? I think she disconnected.
No. If she disconnected, it would have stopped us from playing.
There's now a little, like, luck button? Oh. No, she's still here. Okay.
Okay, so I guess I'll read for Mari. You said... I'll scroll up for a second. You sit down to watch a post-mortem discussion of the game Domino. You'll learn that the first iteration had no pieces at all, which made playing quite difficult. The 7th iteration added the crucial role that forbids eating your own pieces. You're wandering around when you see Omen and Liam arguing a spooky con table as familiar to you as a merch table.
One day, Delian Court. One day without this armor. That is all that I ask.
Then you're asking for too much. The Coven put you in that magic suppression armor for a reason. I'm gonna sit here and talk to myself for a little bit.
Goose is saying goodbye.
Oh, good night, Goose.
Yes,
Here, I got it.
Stupid reason. Thank you. Yes, a stupid reason. You try to take over the world one time.
I'm sorry, Omen. You know I've always championed your ability to be redeemed, but restoring your magic is a step too far. You need to make peace with your new reality, and if you need any help with that, let me know.
As if I'd even ask you to hold open a door for me, you insufferable, underfed eggplant. Think I'm bad century more like. We may have missed something here.
No, we didn't. We're fine. Oh, bad day Omen? Okay, there we go.
Liam refuses to authorize me to remove my cursed armor. It is unfortunate because there are many activities I would like to perform without it.
I'll scroll to check. Okay, nothing good. Next one. Fingers crossed, she's talking about lovemaking.
Oh my.
Alas, we must persevere. There are other spells in my grimoire that I would like to cast, magic or not. I used to have the grandest of times, summoning otherworldly creatures, sometimes to broker deals, sometimes just to have a chat. The halcyon days of youth. My inability to activate a summoning circle makes this impossible, but perhaps with your innovative ideas we could change that?
Omen's ego is clearly riding on this, and hey, with any luck, this might result in her riding on you someday. How can you summon an entity of no magic required?
Which option Mari chooses.
Summoning powerful entities is an exercise in selfishness. You're always calling them to come to you. Have you ever considered visiting them? Order pizza. It's like summoning the delivery person, and it includes pizza, which most traditional summon spells lack. Wonder which one Mario will pick.
You like to play specs? My money's in the pit.
Usually Mari types out if like Mario will return. What's happened? I've checked my DMs too. I'm like, yes.
Okay.
Good point. I have an address written down somewhere.
45 minutes later, you're standing by as Omen knocks on a suburban neighborhood door. Hello?
There we go. Diabolo, scourge of all that is holy, long time no see, old friend. Are you just gonna stand there, or?
Yes, I'm just gonna stand here. Oh! Wow. Hi, Omen. Gosh, it's been so long. How's everything?
Good. Besides being defeated by some lame do-gooders and something, getting imprisoned in an Iron Maiden for a century, you know how these things go. But I'm back, baby, so how about we get into a fight, bash some skulls, and curse some bloodlines? It'll be just like old times.
Well... I'm out here like, I can't breathe.
Well, indeed.
I'm just gathering your thoughts, you know, that Diablos. We've been around for a while.
Honey, who's at the door? Ah, Rebecca. I'd like you to meet Omen, my old friend. Really? You're the undefeatable Omen, Diablos, that told me all about your little misadventures. You two were a pair of rascals, weren't you?
Well, that's a way of putting it. Anyway, Diabolos, how about it? If we hurry, we can still murder 20 or 30 people before sunrise.
I mean, that's fun. Rebecca and I were in the middle of reading our daughters their bedtime stories.
Oh, nice.
How sweet.
If you're willing to wait, I'll heat up a cherry pie and we can watch the latest episode of House MD together.
That sounds really lovely, actually.
I think I'll pass tonight, but, thanks.
Obviously answer that, no. So there's actually 5 OSTs. No worries, it's still great to... It's still great to see you. You just stop by for dinner sometime. Please don't be a stranger. What makes their goodbyes and walks to the bus stop? So there's 5 OSTs you can play in the beginning. I'm sorry, Diabolos, that wasn't all you hoped you would be, Omen. So there's one for fantasies, that's what we picked. I like how it goes like way too fast, then we have to, there's a pause, and then it's way too fast.
No, it's okay. I suppose the time makes lame asses of us all, but still, it was nice to see him so happy.
True that. You gain +2 charm for helping Omen reconnect with their friend, but you also lose 2 fun.
I wonder what exactly... Okay, it's me.
Yeah, it's you. You have -1 smart.
Oh, jeez. Yikes. Okay, let's go to the... I haven't been to the hotel and outdoors yet. We'll go there. You're chilling in your hotel room and decide to browse the room service list. Wow, they have all sorts of kinds. 6-pack of beer, lots of shoelaces, even the very concept of creativity. Huh, that last one's expensive. But since money isn't a stat anymore, it'd be a net gain stat-wise. Shortly after, someone brings your +2 creativity and also several shoelaces. Imagine all you can do with this. Later, you and Doug are helping April get dressed for the con. You never realized how long it takes her to get ready.
Dang, you sure have a lot of accessories. The bows, the tights, the bells, the makeup. Oh. I know
Oh
what's
my
happening.
God.
So Chaos.
Mhm.
So Chaos, the thing I got you right can mess with like character designs and stuff. It's changed all the romanceable characters into
That's such a damn shame.
those things. So this is Doug. Doug's Jello.
Tragic. This is a tragic decision. Oh boy. Okay. Yep. Yeah. All right. Fat clown.
Yeah, trust me, you don't want to see a clown with their makeup off. Terrible things would happen.
I don't know how you do all this every day. I don't even wear a shirt half the time.
Yeah, sometimes I hate having to wear all this stuff and be camera ready at all times. Especially this friggin' rough. I wish I could go back in time and stop myself with deciding my online persona should wear a ruff all the time. It'd be so nice to go out in an outfit like yours for a change.
Chilling with a knife
Oh.
in it. You and Doug share a minor heart attack while imagining April in an open Hawaiian shirt and shorty shorts.
Well, I think all your efforts are worth it. It's worth it. You look so dang cool all the time. Yeah, it's a sad, depressed clown.
So, I could loan you a ruff if you think they're cool. You'll see why they went out of style in the 17th century.
She's back.
Oh, I don't know about that. Ruffs are your thing. I don't think I could pull one off.
Then you just need to figure out what Doug's ruff would be. You need the perfect accessory to step up your fashion game.
Ooh, I love that.
Let's make it happen. Smoofo, got any ideas for what Doug's trademark accessory could be?
Options are a crown. Curiously, whoever wore this accessory in the Middle Ages was thought to be so cool that everyone followed them. Or wearing a corpse on your head can be quite the fashion statement. It has a sexy, threatening vibe while being an excellent conversation starter. I like the idea of this Jello in a crown.
Okay, that one? Which one?
Yep, crown please.
Oh, that would be so cool. Do you have one I can borrow, Smeefo?
No,
Then why'd you suggest it?
I don't know. I'm an ideas woman. I never promised I could follow through.
It's okay. Maybe there's a crown in the hotel coat closet. Let's go check.
You all go to the lobby to look for a crown in the coat closet. But instead of coats and hats, you open the closet and find a magical fantasy realm. Why does this always seem to happen?
Hark, travelers, you must be the saviors that the prophecy foretold. It's said that a king, a queen, and a third wheeling friend shall someday arrive to our realm from dimensions unknown.
Yeah, that's us.
Most excellent. Don your magic crown, O glorious king, and save us from the deadly fog that chokes our fair kingdom.
Ooh, a perfect fit. It's usually hard to find hats that fit my huge head. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The three of us are just going to step out to discuss our plan to save your kingdom and stuff. BRB.
You and your friends go back the way you came with a much more regal Doug than you walked in with.
Looking good, Doug. That crown really brings out your eye sockets.
Yeah, it's really nice, but shouldn't we go back and fight the evil or whatever that lady was talking about?
We could. Or we could go to the con and show everyone how cool you are in your new crown.
Yeah, Cal, but we left them. And we will do it again. True. I can't let all this coolness go to waste.
Everyone at the con loves Doug's crown. You probably have such a good time, or you have such a good time, you almost forget that thousands are probably dying because of you. You gain +2 charm and lose 2 boldness.
Alright, Marky Moo. I'm gonna go to Community Zone because rolling a dice to increase the stats. That's what they do for things. You see an empty spot at a tabletop RPG game session, so you sit down without thinking twice. This game is really weird. The board is just a bunch of letters, and you all play at the same time by moving a planchette around. When it is done, you're not sure who won, but you got to talk to your late great-great-grandfather, I guess. That's +4 fun, right? Let's go! Got double than I usually get. Alright, you spot Zoe and Doug having a thoughtful conversation, so you decide to pop over and be nosy. Yeah, I wish I could be more popular, but it's hard to know how to even start talking to new people. It's easy. I usually just see whoever looks like they might have a weird choice that needs making and insert myself into the situation. Wait now. But what if I get it wrong? Such situations can be so hard to understand.
I get you. I actually used to have trouble figuring out that stuff myself when I was first adjusting to mortal life. Not to brag, but I'm actually pretty good at it now. Though, maybe I can give you some tips.
Yes please.
Okay, so, one thing I realized puts people at ease is a lot of smiling. You know why?
Because it shows you're friendly?
Because it shows off your teeth. Mortals find the presence of teeth reassuring, so I grew an extra set I can deploy when meeting new people.
Well, that's smart, but I can't grow extra teeth, I don't think. Maybe I could wear some sort of friendly tooth necklace instead?
That's perfect. Also, if you want to get closer to someone, try implanting false memories of you being by their side for all their most emotional moments.
The Valley Girl Ghost is not in this one. She might be, I'm not sure, as an extra character.
That way, they'll see what a supportive friend you can be.
Oh, I see. Do you think photoshopping myself into the family picture would work too?
Absolutely. You'll be as socially awesome as me in no time.
So it means well, but you've got to save Doug from the path she's leading him down. What actually good social trick can you suggest? You're more likely to be respected if you're considered popular. When you meet someone, say hi to random people around you. Doug only needs to become a pop star and win a Grammy. There's such an overlap between winning a Grammy and being popular that it can't be coincidence.
This is the best idea ever. Doug, are you ready for your pop star era?
I think so.
Perfect. Okay, so how's your singing?
Bad?
That's okay. Maybe we focus on the instruments instead. What can you play?
Nothing?
I'm beginning to think winning a Grammy might be kind of hard.
Actually, I think I've got an idea. I'll show you later. A few hours later, you spot Doug at the con floor. He's giving away free demo CDs to passerbys. Thanks for taking one. Remember to vote for me at the Grammys.
Doug, you made a demo? That's amazing. How did you learn music so quick?
Oh, I did. These CDs are blank, but I figured it's the intention that counts.
Starting a music career without even having music? Any music? That's so brave and unique. Liam is going to be so jealous. You rock, Doug.
So people pass by and recognize Doug. You got this one, Chaos?
Hey, isn't that the musician who gave us that demo? Drew, awesome tape, man. Hope you win that Grammy.
Thanks. I hope so too. Doug doesn't win a Grammy, but he does gain confidence, and isn't that the real win? And you win too, gaining +2 creativity for helping form a future star, but you also lose 2 charm. Alright. Steve Boss. There is no winning, Nappy. There is no winning.
At the community zone, you find several 5 dimensions chess matches going on at the same time.
Don't think about it, Melon. Your mind can't handle it.
Time to prove your smarts to this whole con. You play 5 matches at the same time. You make fast decisions going from chess table to chess table. Everyone's in it. Until they realize you lost all chess matches in just a few moves. Well, you may have gained 0 smarts, but you surely gained all fun.
Very nice.
That's very much so. You and your friends are checking out the community zone and you stumble upon an indie board game showcase. Oh,
Well there are so many games. I can't believe we get to try these before anyone else.
Yes, but be wary, Doug. If you even look at these game devs in the eye, they'll try to trap you in their sales pitch.
Hey, there you are. You think you're smart enough to understand my Eurogame?
Of course I am. What an ignorant insinuation. Show me this Eurogame of yours.
Didn't you just say...
All rules have necessary exceptions, April. This won't take long.
3 hours later.
So okay, I can discard up to 3 plasma cubes to get a plasma homunculus, but only if I built a cube merger last turn. Do I do this before or after the harvest phase?
During the harvest phase, and only if no other player has a proto-alchemist on a sulfur tile. Doug, do we need to review section 12H of the rules again?
I think we've read section 12H enough times already now.
No more rules. I can't take it anymore. If I have to memorize another rule, I'm gonna start eating drywall.
April's right. This game sucks and you're ready to go. You ask, how much more time does it take?
Oh, is it time already? Anyway, hours are measured by how much fun you had living them.
Don't worry, Steve Quas. The con is open until midnight.
I don't know how to do that. Can someone try that?
I think it's just, I don't know if this is gonna pick up.
Yeah,
I don't know if that carries through.
it doesn't carry through. I tried it too, but anyways.
There must be a way to end this game and get all of you, yes, even Liam, out of it. Okay. Eat several game pieces so you can call a food safety inspector to ban the game for being a choking hazard, or yell, I win. Very convincingly.
Is it bad that I want the choking hazard? But no. Anyways, do whatever you want, Melon.
So no, I don't know. I don't know. You know what, this is pretty creative, I think. You email the Food Safety Committee and begin discreetly eating the game's tiny movements. But no matter how many you eat, you don't choke. It's as if these pieces were specially designed to go smoothly down your throat. All too soon, the inspector.
Oh no. Oh, this is Nappy's character. Not Nappy. This is Nappy. This is Mari's character.
She's here, but she's muted.
Oh yeah,
is she capable?
I got it. I'm from the Food Safety Committee. I was told that this game was the choking hazard. But do you have any proof?
There's no more time. You do the first thing that pops into you is panicked mind. You draw a gun and shoot the food safety inspector.
Oh my.
Stay across! What did you just do?
It wasn't Steve Le Croissant. The tabletop game dev shot him.
What? No, I didn't. It was them. Everyone saw them holding the gun.
Not me. I was too busy texting the cops and telling them you shot him.
Soon police arrive to arrest the tabletop game dev. This manages to bring the match to an end.
Damn, you win this round. Steve Le Croissant. But I'll have 15 to 28 years in solitary confinement to fine-tune my game.
Oh my god.
When I get out, I want a rematch. Well, Steve Lacoste, that was ruthless. I didn't even know that there was a frame your opponent for murder phase of play.
You would have if you paid attention to section 12H of the rules.
You gain +2 boldness for risking death in prison to win a Euro game.
Totally worth losing to.
Alright. What does Mari pick? You're in front of the hotel wasting time. A taxi stops right in front of you because why else would you be standing there doing nothing? You're too embarrassed to tell the driver, so you get in and he takes you for a ride. Wow, the city's great. Skyscrapers, self-up neoclassicism, museums, suspicious holes in the ground. No wonder they set up the con here. This truly is one of the top cities worldwide. Too bad these aren't locations in the game, so there's no art of them, but you can imagine them in your head and gain +2 creativity in the process. Later, you're at the hotel bar with April, Zoe, and Omen when you're approached by a drunk guy with too much pussy on his mind.
Hello, ladies. You look like you needed some company.
And why would you think that? We are keeping each other company. Are you stupid or something?
The short answer is yes. I think he's trying to flirt with us.
Damn right I am. I like your tentacles, girl. What holes do they like to go in? Home. They like to go home.
Good answer.
Oh, you're already inviting me back to your place. I'm in.
Ick. You are propositioning intercourse before you even know her name? Courtship has grown much more vulgar since my day.
Yeah? How long ago was that? I love a mean myth.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Chokes on your own bill.
Sir, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but none of us are looking for a date right now.
Aw, well you'd make an exception for me, right? I'm a catch.
I have something you can catch these fucking hands.
Get him, girl. Absolutely get him.
You wanna play hard to get, huh? That's okay. A predator loves the chase. Roar, wink. Ah.
I will show you predation. Someone hand me a knife.
No, don't jeopardize your redemption arc for the sleazeball. I'm sure Jen can get rid of him, right, Jen?
You sure can. And you can do it in the funniest way possible. Marie. Hit the button. This is the perfect time to use that trapdoor you practically installed a month ago in case something like this happened. You just need to track this dude into standing on it. Call this Casanova's grandma and see if he feels like flirting in front of her. To be fair, at this point, you know he might, but let's check.
Uncomfy. JPEG.
Aw, Gabu, has it been 8 months? Jeez. Thank you. Melon.
Hi, Seth. Hey, Toddy. Can I borrow your phone?
No.
To put your number in, Scar.
Yeah, no. April texts his grandma that he's at the bar and wants to see her. She agrees to come. Oh no, poor grandma.
Grandma, no.
Hi, Vinny. Thanks for inviting me out. These old bones could use a night on the town. Ooh, my bones. They don't work like these before. Grandma. Oh, what are you doing here? We called her. We wanted to see if you were willing to be a disgusting horn dog in front of your sweet old grandma. You gonna keep flirting with us? No, please. Don't make me. My grandma's ruthless. Oh, don't be so dramatic, Vinny. Go on. Hit on these women. Let me see your technique. Huh? Okay. Are you girls Tennessee? Because you're the only tens I see. That was pathetic. Back in my day, I could have got all the ladies just by showing a little bit of tit.
Sorry. I could not find a good line.
You didn't even say anything about their boobs. Why not? They have very nice boobs. I bet I could supplicate myself motorboating that bodacious clown.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Hey, luckily it still gave the scent of energy.
Oh, hush. It's just a figure of speech. I only motorboat women who are over 60s these days. You're probably way too young for my taste. I like my boobs wrinkly.
Oh my god.
Grandma, you're embarrassing me.
What is motorboating?
Melon, I do not want to define that on stream. You can look that up later.
It's an Urban Dictionary, I think.
There's an Urban Dictionary for that, but I'm not gonna teach you that.
Trust me, the feeling's mutual. Come on, Vinny. You're going home to rewatch all of my flirting lessons on VHS until you improve your skills.
Grandma pulls Vinny out of the bar by his ear. That was certainly something, but at least it got rid of him. Are you okay, old man? You haven't said much. It's not Mari, it's Melon.
You're not going to say much. I'm sorry. My apologies. I was distracted by the thought of being suffocated by boobs.
Oh man, you gain +2 charm for getting rid of the annoying flirt, but lose 2 smarts.
Oh man. Ba-dum-bum.
Smeefo! With your -1 smart and 20 boldness.
How much longer do you think this is going to be? Because at this point I am over my time.
We're almost done, I'd say. So there's like one more of the lunches, then we do like the 2 choices for the comic, then like one more of these, and then last but not least is like the dating and stuff, which is like very quick.
Okay, alright. Let's go to the lobby again.
Lobby? Alright.
Yep. You are roaming the con lobby when you notice a streamer right in front of you. You turn around to avoid the camera, but there's another streamer right behind you too. You're caught in streamer crossfire. You're technically in 2 places at once. You feel imbued by the power of omnipresence, or at least, you know, by presence. Then one of the streamers leaves, so you're just a rando in the background. Still, you've experienced twice the power of any mortal, which gives you 2 boldness. You, Liam, Doug, and April are leaving a panel when you pass a huge werebeetle holding a free hug sign.
Oh, hello, lovely people. Does anyone want a hug? It's all me.
Aw, I love hugs.
Oh no! Oh, that's so unfortunate. Wait, Doug, you don't know where that hug has been. Haven't you heard of the notorious hug dealers? They lure in lonely touch-starved victims by giving them the first hug for free.
Too bad we don't get to see Omen or Zoe. We've seen 3, but this is so funny.
But as soon as you get addicted to their tender embrace and you have no choice but to pay for your subsequent hugs, it's too dangerous to risk.
What? But I just let him hug me. Am I addicted now? Am I gonna die?
Maybe. Rip you, buddy. I'll take a hug too, in solidarity with Doug. I wouldn't mind having my bones crushed by this guy's enormous flaming arm.
For a second there, I misheard Melon and Melon said, I'll take a hug tool.
Oh my.
Thanks! Arm Day is my favorite day. I can hug strangers so much harder. No, April! Don't make the same mistakes I did. You don't want to live a life enslaved to insatiable hug cravings.
We might be able to soothe you, Doug, but we have to ask fast, or soon the only embrace you'll know is the sweet embrace of death. Your friends are not helping, so it's up to you. How can you make sure this guy's hugs are clean so everyone will chill out? Options are give him your bank password to see what he does. If he doesn't steal all your money, you'll know you can trust him. And or send the hug to a lab for a full analysis to see if it's adulterated with sketchy stuff like fentanyl. Let's go with the latter to see if I can get my smarts to at least 0.
That one?
Yeah. Cut to a forensics lab. A scientist dons a full-body hazmat suit and allows a shady-looking guy to hug her.
Whoa. This hug is highly adulterated. Amphetamines, cough syrup, and bad body odor. Hey,
It must be from someone else doing me a bad hug. I don't know nothing, I swear.
Shit. Tell us everything you know about you. Well, you get in the hug mafia, and the only thing you'll be looking are the bars of yourself. Hi, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I may have a hug addiction. I don't want to die.
You look stressed, buddy. Want a hug?
Don't touch me. You're the source of my stress. But, I guess a hug would help me chill out.
Doug's backsliding already! Test this man's hugs, doctor, and administer 100 cc of apathy into my friend's stat.
The scientist hoses her hazmat suit off and embraces the werebeetle. A tear slowly drips down her gas mask.
This hug is clean. If only it is and good intentions. It evokes the feeling of your father finally approving of your choices. Well, that's a relief. I'm sorry doubted you, big fella.
It's okay. I get it. There are a lot of sketchy people out there. What about a group hug to leave all that behind?
Well, if you insist.
Nice stranger.
Nice stranger tightly embraces you, Doug, and April.
Harder. Oh, what?
You lose 2 charm for not trusting the hug dude at first, but you gain 2 smarts for trusting science instead. Yay!
Marky Moo, back to the merch. I want to buy more stuff. I couldn't buy all the things. You suddenly realize your phone is dead. Good thing you're at the merch hall. You find a stand where someone's selling chargers, but you want to buy one, but you feel bad about buying something so not nerdy. The vendor sighs and draws an ooh face on the charger. Sold! You gain plus 2 charm for your Kawaii phone charger. You, April, Doug, and Zoe are proudly stands when someone grabs April's wrist.
Oh, why did you punch me? I was only trying to desperately sell you something.
Sorry, it's a knee-jerk reaction to being grabbed by a stranger without making sense.
It's okay, I forgive you. Do you want to buy one of my fanzines? It's the least you could do after you bruised my neck.
Oh, I mean, I hate to raise your price too, but no.
Please, you'd be supporting small creators. I feel for you, really, but I'm all out of money.
We could use the money we were gonna pull to buy that figurine of Katana in a bikini. We've had enough plastic waifus for one day, right?
Speak for yourself, I've got a hot date with that figurine in the bathtub later. Come on, buy my zine. I'm starving artist. Your money would fund my Uber Eats addiction.
Crap. She needs me. With the figurine, with the art, with my bank account. Ugh, what do I do? Poor Doug. If you don't step in, he's gonna end up buying a shitty zine instead of the horny figurine that he deserves. Let your friend out of this zine buying corner he's trapped in. Then that your time travels from old times who have yet to learn how the concept of buying goods works. Trust that your friends will follow. Transform into a sports car for your friends to flee the scene. I was gonna pick the first one. Second one. Finally, you can show off the car transformation spell you perfected. F everyone who called it useless and dumb, and a clear indication that you need to get a job. You recite the H40 enchant. Your heart is an engine. Your skin is a beautiful chrome shell. You are superior beating. City infrastructure was designed with you in mind. Pedestrians are vermin. Monsters are nothing without cars. Vroom.
What the? Check it out. Making me transform into a car. I love when that happens.
I have an idea. How about instead of buying zines, we jump into our car friend here and leave forever?
Sure, Mercury was okay with us getting inside of him, of course.
Leave your windshield wipers in a sign of approval. Nice, let's ride.
You, April, Doug, and Zoe zoom out of the car and hit the open road. This is nice. Mercury Moo's interior is so plush and comfy.
Yeah, I'll admit, I can be inside him all day.
All in favor of bailing on our responsibilities and cruising around town in Mercury Moo's hot, sporty body?
Sounds great. You and your friends spend some hours exploring the concrete jungles of Monstropolis, gaining +2 smarts leading to creativity. That gave me smarts? I thought the other option would. Let's trade places. Alright, what I'm gonna say is, let's do it random since we're pressed for time.
Sounds fine to me.
Alright. Random. Bruh. Bruh.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just so rigged. They basically said, let's switch it back to the original order. That's... Alright.
Seriously.
This is why we don't let me do RNG things. Alright, where do I want to go first? Well... I'm gonna go call a friend. You and Scott go out to a restaurant. You both ordered spaghetti. Scott takes this opportunity to tell you all about a new sporties event called Meatball. The objective is to dribble, then dunk a meatball into your opponent's mouth. Sounds more like a choking hazard than a sport, but you play along anyway. Well, what do you know? You win. Where to, Smeefo?
Send me to the clown lady, because I think I'm still down for that.
April?
Yep. Ooh.
What do you want to talk about?
Contract the spooky fun friendly for her career. Is there a difference between these?
Sort of, yeah.
Let's go with... Can you scroll over my stats real fast? The Spooky Con friend group?
Alright.
how did you all meet?
Well, I know Doug from way back in the day. Then I think he became friends with Zoe. Then Zoe introduced him to Liam. Then I met both of them through Doug. I appreciated meeting another woman who's in a position similar to mine, just starting to grow a fan base. Then Liam, he's sort of the acquired taste, and yet I can't help but relate to him.
Dude, how so?
That dork is always trying hard to put up this persona he crafts so carefully. This persona of his is, well, it's a choice, but I know how to feel. Also, he sometimes draws attractive buff men for me, so there's that.
Right.
You horny clown. So then you met Omen and Nico through Liam, right?
Yes, we all met them through Liam. Omen is such a no-filter queen, just like Zoe.
Akabu, no, that's cursed. Go to jail. Horny jail.
All that murder, all that violence. I'd say she lacks a bit of elegance and technique. Her passion is quite infectious. And you gotta respect a woman that turns a torture device into a fashion statement.
She sure has pulled off the Iron Maiden aesthetic.
Absolutely. And then there's Nico. They're sweet, always trying to help me, even if it's in terribly ineffective ways.
Oh. I guess that was Mari? Okay, I've got to reconnect. And we have to zoom back. Okay, online. Oh. Continue. Okay, cool. I just remember there's just something that you can continue. Okay, I gotta add a local. Oh, I add local. Frick. Where's the button? Well. Okay, I gotta assign that as an extra. And then click on any sign for yourself to put down your things. And then Melon 1431. Alright, and then click assign to your character. Alright, and then click to ready up. Click your face, Mario. Well, click the face to ready up. Okay, I gotta go. I'm just gonna like brush through it really quickly. Okay, Chaos. Okay, the Spooky Con friend group. I know, I got it.
Yep,
Okay.
that's the queen. Keep going. Keep going. You got to the bit where she wears an Iron Maiden. Yup. Yes. Nico, very sweet. Yup. Okay.
Ellen?
Proven impossible to make them understand. I have not had dinner with the president. Like, I'm, what, a C-tier idol at best? A moderately sized influencer? But oh well, it's nice to have someone who believes so delusionally in me.
April, I just realized it's a bit late, so do you want to have dinner with me? I know I'm not the president, but...
Fuck you, silly goose. But yeah, let's grab something to eat.
You grab some.
burritos and just have a lovely time together. You can't help but wonder how this will compare to having dinner with the president, but you hope you make for better company.
Alright, this is Mari's turn. To Omen.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
The redemption arc program.
Liam's well-crafted plan to torture me to no end.
I'm like 85% sure Liam's intention with the redemption art program isn't torturing you.
Maybe, but still, to gather powerful villains and imprison them in menial meetings for us to discuss ethics and why murdering people is not good. You know what astonishes me even more than that, though?
Revolving doors?
Shut up. Other than that hell-made contraption. It's the fact that according to my intel, Liam used to be a powerful evil lord that spread terror everywhere back when I was imprisoned. And now he what? Draws men kissing and yaps constantly about poetry and redemption? Is that what redemption does to someone? Is it? No way. I suspect the truth is that he got some severe food poisoning that must have caused brain damage.
Sure, that's what happens.
It has to be. I'm currently investigating that possibility.
Tell me your findings.
Sure. And listen to this. Even after my continued attempts to murder him, he hasn't tried to imprison me. Instead, he has been taking care of me.
That's crazy.
I know, it doesn't make any sense. He even has me, the one plotting his demise, living with him, all because he insists he wants to be with me as I go through the first steps of my redemption. Something must be very wrong with him.
Probably the head damage, you know. Hey, I have a headache. Can I have some ibuprofen?
You know, you might be right.
Well, Omen, hearing all that, I'd say something must be very right with him.
Nonsense.
I'd even say that you, with your unrivaled wits and unparalleled perceptiveness, have been capable of seeing how much he cares for you.
Well, I guess he's not that terrible. But if you ever tell him I said that, I will claw your organs out of your body.
I mean, mine are kind of falling out already. Duly noted. UT keeps talking about the torment that is living with Liam. Apparently, Omen loves his cooking, although she phrases that sentiment quite differently, of course. Ugh.
That going through.
What's happening, Melon?
I don't know. I've selected it and nothing has moved since. The game seems to be frozen.
Oh.
Oh no.
Can we go back to menu? Oh, this will, well, are you sure you want to quit the current game? This will end the game for all players? No. If it's frozen, Melon,
The screen. I just can't interact with the actual character.
could you close the game and restart it, which will disconnect all of us, and we can just reconnect?
Oh sure. Oh. No. I should. It's giving me the same option you got. Quitting the current game will end the game for all players.
Yeah, that should be fine, because it will still, like, let us restart. Let's just go back to main menu. Because I don't want to do it because I was the main person, right? And then so, like, at least we can reconnect with, like, there. Online. Should be able to create the game. Continue. And then we just gotta get this really quickly.
will say I have a hard cutoff at like, let's call it 10:30.
Alright.
There's some stuff I promised to take care of, so I do have to head
Yeah,
out.
no
but
worries.
Since I'm local, you can keep going as me.
The only thing I would like is for you to make your final choice, because like in the next stage is where you'll make it.
Yeah,
Which
sure. No, again, I have like 10 more minutes.
yeah. And then it is 1032 is the connection or the number. Because the next part after the story is where like you'll find out if you have success or not. I know who you'll be dating, and I can just tell you what happens at the end.
That's cool.
Oh, I should state, since Goose went to bed, she's not here to say it. Goose's first choice for a date in the game is
Click green to assign to yourself, and then we can click ready.
Is who?
is
I-
Smitha.
Aww,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay, Melon. Okay. Click on it, Melon. Hopefully it's not frozen again.
Hopefully.
Did it freeze again?
Oh, it's looking like a dish.
Uh-oh.
Are we soft locked?
Incapable of
'Cause
talking to Nico?
Mari said that it's her connection.
Oh. Should I exit out again?
I think so. Did you pick Nico as like the first one? Because I don't remember you picking Nico for some reason.
Oh, the first one was Liam.
Oh.
But they're locked out of Liam because the table was taken.
Yeah.
Apparently Mari's saying it's her connection.
Connection, I think, guys. I'm the one getting kicked out. I'm not sure though. I'll be honest. I think I might be. I don't know if I'm gonna. Maybe
Well,
go back.
we're clicking to like leave, so like I don't think it's you.
Is it just frozen on that day or something?
How about this? I'm sharing my screen. Why don't I just like, instead of having you guys connect, I can just have a local game. And we finish it, right?
Okay.
That should probably work a lot better. Right, I can't click assign. Right, I need someone to join. Melon, just take over your character then. 1102. Especially because Mari's been like out of it, so I can at least move through Mari's story.
Dude, it's not bad. It's just I just got a call. It was very
I know,
important.
I know.
I couldn't leave. It was good tea, bro. You know I mean tea. I love tea.
The tea
I'm a
can wait!
sucker. No, it can't, DJ. I can't wait. I need it. I need to survive.
Okay, let's hopefully it's not soft lock again if we click.
Oh no, no.
No, I
Could
think it is-
be me.
I think it's Melon!
That
It's
is
Melon?
so sad. It could be. Yeah.
Or
it's
maybe
not-
it could be the
okay.
game itself, who knows? Okay, I'm just gonna
Alright,
Do you
end
want
this.
me to log in, Chai? Or no?
one
No.
last try, but click the blank table and see whether or not it's specifically that there's a character issue or if there's a bigger thing.
No, I just click local. I'm just gonna finish this right here since you guys can see it. And then we'll see. Nope, it's actually... Wait. No, it's...
Oh, yep.
Okay.
It's in the game. It's in the game, guys. Me
Yeah.
and Melon are staying strong. Melon,
Okay.
me and you. It's not. It's fine. It's fine.
Alright, let me try one other thing real quick. Is to click on the table. That's interesting. So we can actually report there was a bug. Let's just have Melon go visit a museum. Yeah, it's just the table.
Yeah, table's broken.
You feel like spending time with yourself, so you decide to visit the local museum by yourself. You're living in con, but between all the crowds and activities and near-death experiences, the vacation is starting to feel like more work than real life. All that makes you really appreciate the quiet places such as this museum. You gain +2 fun. Sorry, Melon, no table for you. But at least I
that's
can be
fine.
here for your guys' turns. Okay. And all of a sudden, it's time for the last brainstorming session for your comic. Where'd the time go? Alright, I can't. Not Mel. Mari, what do you want? You've ended up in the excuse me, most obscure music festival ever.
Okay,
Which
go,
band are you checking out?
go.
Counterfeit Poetry, Underground
Most
Mathletes,
glorious
Most
hole.
Glorious Hole,
Most
All You Can Eat
glorious
Breakfast
hole.
Buffet.
Most glorious hole.
Alright, Smifo. You're still at the Obscure Music Festival now that you've chosen a band. Just going by their title, which of these songs would be your new favorite? Empathy for the Man Who Could Only Eat Soup, Loot for Days, Metaphors Gone Wrong, or 5-letter words?
Soup man, soup man.
Soup?
Give it to the man who could only eat soup.
Alright, time to get back to the con. This is the one where...
We're
this is very-
speedrunning.
We're speedrunning pretty much. Okay, I want more stat. We're going here. Walking around the community zone, you see several Congoers playing a match. Wait, is that soccer? Why the hell is there soccer in MonsterCon? A Congoer sees you fuming and tells you, oh, it's not a soccer, it's actually live fistball. You're a bit of relief. You gain +4 fun in the game, safe knowing that you don't have to watch a real sport. You meet back up with Scott. He seems a bit tired but excited to see you. Hey, Murky Moo. Remember how we played Frickleport the other day? I had so much fun, but it was really confusing. I thought I should check out those fields of snow and the crows of dough. What books everyone was talking about. I was just going to read the Frickleport bits, but I got so into it, I ended up reading all 5 books overnight. Wow, you must really be a really quick reader. The secret is to skip any word longer than 5 letters, or any page that looks kind of boring. So what are the books about? Basically, there's this boy at this wacky school where everyone uses magic and has crazy adventures. Can you imagine something that cool? That sounds a lot like how our school was. Oh yeah, that must be why it felt so relatable. But it got me thinking, if the book they got Frickleport from is this good, imagine how good the books that invented other sports must be. I want to read the basketball fantasy book. I bet volleyball's great. I think most sports came from a real life, not a fantasy or young adult series. Oh, really? That's a bummer, but just when I was starting to think reading might be cool. But just because there isn't a fantasy book about basketball or volleyball yet, doesn't mean we can't write one ourselves. Really? That would be awesome. What should it be about? Yeah, series, live or die by their convoluted premises. You better come up with a solid plot that actually incorporates these real-life sports into your world building. Ancient wizards used to ponder their scrying orbs until one day they realized that dribbling them was way more fun. The hellish ruling class used to throw their enemies' heads over the net that separated the rich from the poor until the day that a rebel faction spiked their head right back. First one, why not? You just got smashed out of first draft, then stop by a fantasy writers meetup to share your magnum opus. Hi everyone, we're here to read you some of our new fantasy novel, Wizards of Ball. Oh, that's great. Our group is all about critiquing each other's work so we can improve from the feedback. Oh, we won't need any feedback, thanks. Ours is good already. Okay, let me begin. Long ago, in a land far, far away, there were some wizards. They were super wizardly and wise and old. Verily, I am pondering my scrying orb again. Someone was wisely. I am so wise and old, and my beard is very long and white, forsooth. Hark, me too, said another wizard. Also wisely, but for all my wisdom and long beard, I still keep skipping like this, and so I have hardly any muscles at all, forsooth. Skinny legs is a dark curse that besets all wizards, forsooth. Agreed the first wizard. Just then, another wizard entered. This wizard was also wise and old, and had a long beard, but he was also cool, and he was dribbling his orb on the floor. What's up, guys? Said the old cool wizard. I was scrying my orb a big time, but then it fell on the floor and bounced, and then I invented a cool new sport from it. The other wizards were amazed by Merlin's beard. What dark magic is this? They asked. The cool wizard put on his glasses and said, "This is the magic of ball. Come on, let's play." And then the wizards all played their fun new sport, and from that day on became healthy and strong as well as wise and old. The end. Oh, and the sport was called basketball, and it's in real life too. I forgot to write that bit, and so just pretend. So that was Wizards Ball, coming to a bookstore near you soon, probably. Group highly applauds, which can only mean Wizards of Ball is a literary masterpiece. You quickly leave before anyone can suggest anything to the contrary. Lose 2 boldness for running away, but gain +2 fun from Scott's enthusiastic reading.
It's like a big golden retriever, guys. Except
Yes.
not yellow.
Sit me at the merch hall again. I don't know. You find a portrait artist at the artist alley. Apparently, he can accurately portray your soul. You've always wondered what your soul looks like. Buff, small and cute. Hey, maybe it's Ginger. No, it's just you with the weird blue glow around you. But hey, the glow sure adds 2 charm to your looks. Later, you meet up with April to get ice cream. You're laughing and chatting over Sundays.
You silly goose. You have ice cream on your face. Here, I'll get it.
April grabs a napkin and wipes your face. She finds a stubborn spot on your forehead and starts rubbing ferociously.
Dang, I can't get it off. Is this even ice cream? It looks like a red dot.
Oh, I get sniped.
Oh, fudge.
Suddenly, April tackles you to the floor. It's pretty hot. Less
I'm
hot.
about to get sniped. That's
Beating
so
both
real.
the head of the person behind you, showering you both in blood.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so
Hi.
sorry. I think you've been in one too many of my Monster Prom stories or something. It's not great because my agency contractually obligates me to act single in public. But the more immediate danger is that some of my fans are kind of wild and they'll try to kill you if they think we're dating.
That was a fan of yours who shot at me?
Yeah, I think so. Saying hi sure makes life exciting.
You'd be more concerned if you weren't stuck on the fact that you've gotten really close to April and people think you're dating. Nice. Still, you can't be her partner if you get sniped. You'd better think of a way to protect yourself. Options are hide in April's ridiculously small car until nightfall. You'll avoid potential murder and you'll get to be cramped together. Keep an adorable baby on you at all times. You'll look emotionally ready for commitment, and if you see a sniper's red dot, you can block it with the baby.
Bro. Real.
Put me in the car.
Good idea.
April leads you to her car, and it's impossible to overstate how small it is. It makes a sedan look like a studio apartment.
Sorry, it's so tight in here. So, how's your con experience been?
Good. I liked all the panels, and now I can cross survive an assassination attempt off my bucket list. And it's been really nice getting closer to you.
Oh, I bet you didn't think we'd be getting this close, did you?
No, Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to touch your butt. It's just so cramped in here.
You didn't touch my butt.
Ah, that was my butt, actually. I don't mind.
God.
What the fuck? That is not the voice I want there. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Oh, God.
Can you get out of the car, please? I'd like to be alone with my friend here.
What? But if I have to leave, why does Bozo get to stay?
It's at that moment that you realize that April's seat warmers aren't actually on. You've just been sitting on someone's lap this whole time.
Sup? Love the smell of your detergent, by the way. What brand is it?
How long have you been? Wait, Rico? Is that you braiding my hair?
I was actually about to ask you the same thing about my hair.
If your name is these people on April 1st, and get the F out of my car.
It's much grumbling and muffled swearing. 10 clowns crawl out from God knows where and leave.
Sorry about that. I went this car with a group of other clowns, you know, this economy. But hey, at least we're actually alone now. So if you accidentally put your hand on someone's butt, it'll definitely be mine.
You actually like those odds. You gain +2 fun hanging out with April in her tiny car all day, but you do lose 3 charm. Comma.
Alright, gin time.
It's me, guys. I got it. I'm finally here. I can do it, guys. Vendors. Oh no. Take me to the big stadium.
The main stage.
Smart. You decide to watch a panel discussing fighting game archetypes. Your main goal is to determine which archetype you be. Are you a grappler or a zoner? By the end of the panel, you realize you are a very, very rare lover, a highly ineffective archetype for fighting games. Makes sense, you are better fit for dating sims. You gain 2 smarts for achieving such as self-awareness. Afterward, you're thinking dreamily of Omen and how sexy she is when she's trying to remove her arm and restore her magical powers. You're daydreaming about her or arguing with Liam about it until you realize that she's actually right in front of you arguing with Liam about it. Dreams do come true.
Okay, what about half a day? And I shan't even remove the full suit, just the cape.
Woman, we've been over this. The answer is no.
Now come on, I am doing a compromise with you instead of simply bashing your skull in. Is that not indicative of the vast growth I've made as a person?
I hear you, but I said no. And even if I changed my mind, I doubt the Coven would ever agree to it.
I have ways of making them agree. Like, baking them a batch of delicious cookies with practically no poison in them. That's what nice people do to persuade others, right?
Well, it's a start. Look, I've got a panel to go to now. We can talk more about this later.
Wait, you are not dismissing me outright? Does that mean I have a chance?
We'll see. Don't get your hopes up.
Too late! Again! Good news! Liam is close to caving in and giving me my powers back. I need to sharpen my rusty magic skills. One I definitely like to practice is a necromancy ritual I used to cast to raise an army of skeletons. Such wonderful times I had. There I was, conquering kingdoms, terrifying widows and children. I was a bona fide bone lord. And so, how about it? Can you work your magical, non-magic skills and get me the skeleton warriors I deserve?
Oof, that's a tall order, but Omen's happiness is on the line. Time to raise your bone.
Wow.
This is your true calling as a snagging to do or convince Omen she has raised an army of reanimated skeletons or pulling off the biggest weekend at Burnings ever. Just raise a regular army, almost everyone is flesh-covered skeleton anyway. The only thing standing between Omen and skeleton armies would be skimming a lot of people. Skinning a lot of people. Guys, let's be honest. He deserves a regular army. We just need to skin them. It's fine.
That one?
Yes. You call up Doug and Nico, who are always down for whatever bullshit you've gotten up to, and get to work raising your own army. Wow! I never would have guessed we could convince so many people to join us in such a little time.
Never underestimated the power of online radicalization. It's almost a bit scary.
So, how is everyone's skinning game? Whoever's the least experienced can use my machete. I think I can probably manage with this potato peeler.
Maybe I can just raise the team's morale, like, from a distance?
Suit yourself. More skinning for me.
3 hours later.
Okay, I've got my second one done. How are you all doing?
Still on my first. I'm not very good at this. Same. It's sort of hard with the screaming and all that.
You got this, team. It's not so bad. Just picture them as big, delicious potatoes.
Look, I'm super into cheering Omen up, but, and hear me out, what if we made an army of skeletons with a skin exoskeleton? The skin's basically armor for skeletons anyway.
Let's just drop the whole army plan. It's proven impossible to recreate my grimoire spells perfectly anyway.
You sure?
Yes, it's okay. A century has passed. It is only natural the times and I have changed.
Makes sense. We've already lost half our recruits once they saw the whole skinning thing anyway.
Nico grabs a freshly skinned skeleton and moves it like a ventriloquist puppet.
Ugh.
I bet a hot dog would cheer you up, Omen. Come to the diner with us. Don't be a bonehead.
Sure, let's go.
You enjoy a delicious diner with your friends. All that too bold and skinny sure works up an appetite.
The hotels are the lobby
Sure, let's go to the lobby.
Alright.
You're having a great time at the con, so you decide to tell the world by tweeting. Having a great time at all, or can't speak anymore. Having a great time at the con. Good one.
Do you want me to read for you, Melon? so you can, like, read. Unfortunately, that's enough bait for an online troll to reply, "You're a dumb F." Whatever happened to that online etiquette? You're not going to let him ruin your day, so you engage in a spirited but respectful debate with him. After a while, the troll writes, "Sorry, my mistake. You're an effing dumb F. You're definitely embarking on a journey of revenge when this con is over. You gain +2 bonus for not backing down from an online fight." Then you race to the community zone for the final session of Liam's W&W campaign. It's time to show that final boss is boss.
Welcome, everyone. We ended last session with you all preparing the battlefield for the inevitable confrontation with the evil warlock. Now he's finally arrived. Oh my god.
Oh.
Are you four the only heroes this pathetic village could scrounge up? Killing you will be a breeze. You're no match for Angelor, ruler of the dark magic side.
Well, Liam, cool costume. And you're really owning that shirtless look. Have you been hitting the gym lately or what?
Oh, thanks. I've been doing a bit of exercise to look a bit more like an accurate Angelor. You know, for immersion.
Well then, you're going down, Aslor. We'll defeat you with the power of justice, and teamwork, and wobbles.
Don't flatter yourselves. I've felled thousands of would-be heroes in my immortal lifetime, and the shame of that hasn't yet caught up to me. I'm sure that when it does, I'll develop a complex internal conflict which I will face with the support of newly found friends. But today is not that day. Prepare to die!
Who needs therapy when you can project your ish into a TTRPG campaign, am I right?
The evil, tragically misguided, devilishly handsome warlock seems to be capable of controlling the fog with his superior mind. As you may remember, the fog can surpass the better judgment of people, and now Angelor is throwing a good chunk of it towards you. What do you do?
What you'd like to do is hug Liam since he's projecting all kinds of stuff into his campaign. Loki feels like a cry for help, but he'd never forgive you for hugging him in public. It's time to defeat Liam, I mean Angelor, the evil warlock once for all. If you know anything about Liam, you can get the warlock to join your side by finding a common enemy. People who misuse the word literally. Excuse me, literally. Fix the villain the way all evil, sexually frustrated men get fixed, with a big titty goth girlfriend. This sounds like a Kabu answer right here. What do you think, Melon?
You know what? Yeah, let's go with the Carvo answer.
Speed run.
Not so charming.
Oh no.
You have no charm. What are you talking about? That's not how Liam wants us to defeat the warlock at all.
What do you mean by that?
You've been leaving clues and hints on the warlock's weaknesses all over the campaign, right? Like his disdain for garlic. Yes, we found that out from the cavern NPC who said when the warlock still lived in the village, he never ordered Italian food. Also, the warlock is weak to pop music, evidenced by the fact that when we were singing butts, all about those butts, the magic smoke couldn't hurt us. And who could forget that he's deathly afraid of shirts? That's why he's shirtless in all the local legends.
You were all actually listening when I was giving you all those lore snippets?
Of course. You said we'd be rewarded for paying attention to all these details. We'd be pretty bad players if we didn't listen to the GM. More than that, we'd be bad friends. Anyway, here's my plan. We should get the extra t-shirt I bought 2 sessions ago, yes? Then we put a curse on it, specifically that one obscure curse the arcane priest we interrogated mentioned the other day. The one who chant sounds like just like a pop song? Exactly, and we finish it by rubbing some garlic on it. Then we must cover Angelor and force the t-shirt onto him. I'm sure it will be super effective.
I am speechless. I left different clues hoping you'd pick on at least one of them, but you got all 3?
Liam, we would never ignore you. We're your friends. And by we mean us 3. Let's not forget Steve. Of course, want to do God knows what with some big titty goth. You're really getting shown up right now. Could it be that you don't know Liam as well as you thought? You thought you liked him despite his usual Liam BS, but do these people like Liam because of his usual Liam BS? You didn't even know that it was possible to actively listen to the 3 continued hours of lore and backstories. Wow, just wow. Maybe one of these people deserve to try and romance Liam more than you do. You hang your head in shame, losing 2 charm. Alright, last day of the con is here, which is basically pick your romance. I am going by myself, which means I'm actually doing it with a friend. Yep, ask none of them. Smeefo, you're going for what their face is.
Clown,
April,
please.
a clown. Mari, you're going for
Omen.
Melon, I don't know who you're going for. You have 2 choices.
I have 2 choices? What do you mean?
We were going for Liam and you were going for Nico, but so who?
I didn't actually talk to Nico, so I guess Liam, though our chances are slim.
Alright.
Might as well go through with it.
Alright, here we go through probably the let's check your comic. Right. Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. That is the fruits of your labor. The Flame of Truth. Wait, The Flame of Truth is a pulp noir adventure that follows private investigator Mossman. This jaded detective used to be part of the police force, but he lost his badge after a dog stole his gun. His peace will be broken when a mysterious femme fatale comes to him with a new case, the mysterious death of a twink. But playing the detective isn't easy when you have to battle your inner demons, which in Moss's case, take the form of an actual demon named Larry. If that wasn't enough, as the mysteries unravel, Moss will realize this case might be tied to something much bigger, the comeback of the powerful wizard, Warlock, Alaka Samuel! Sorry. Can this mod find the flame of truth, or will he be consumed by the fire? All my leads turned out to be dead ends. So there I was, searching in the last place left the bottom of the bottle. You always find your way back here, don't you? What can I serve you, Moss? I think I have a thirst for gossip. Have you heard anything juicy lately? Sure. See that fellow over there?
A unicorn is an all magic rainbows. I've heard he's gotten his horn in some dirty places. He used our bathroom's glory hole.
Oh gosh.
Really? And then he might know something about the mysterious death of Twink. Let's see where that horn points me to. Not so fast, mossy boy. The boss isn't happy with you turning over so many rocks. Yikes. Whack. Here I lie on the floor. The rain tends to my wounds, but it doesn't put out this fire that burns so bright inside me. The flame of truth, the flame of moth. The beatdown made me see things clearly. Truth is a bowl of soup, and I have a health condition that only allows me to eat soup.
Damn.
I love how they got an ad lib. Anyways, you finally gather your
courage and ask your beloved to go to the con after party with you.
Sure, I'd love to be your date to the party. But if anyone from my agency sees us, I'm telling them you're a wealthy fan who paid $100 to go out with me, okay?
You can surely send me that 100 in a few weeks. I take cash, check, and cryptocurrency.
Honk honk, this'll be fun.
The after party was amazing. Oh, this is Mel.
After midnight, April snuck you into the after party that's only for the con's most famous guests. You spent the night rubbing elbows with former child stars, washed up Power Rangers, and viral influencers you've never heard of. But you mostly rubbed elbows with April, who kept your arm linked in hers all night long. It's fun being arm candy.
Alright. Chaos,
Image of her foot.
do you want to go from now, or do you want to just sit here for the rest of them?
How much? It's probably gonna take a couple. It's fine, I'll stick around.
Alright. You finally gather your courage and ask your beloved to go to the con after party with you.
The con after party? Let me check my schedule. 6 o'clock brood, 7 o'clock past judgment, 8 o'clock snack break, 9 o'clock brainstorm title for my memoir, Liam working title. Sorry, I'm booked. And also the Grinch. Actually, now that I think about it, Liam a working title is exactly the subversive title my memoir should have. Steve Qua, you're in luck. My schedule just opened up. It's a date. Oh my god.
Oh, you got rejected from like the secret ending, but you still got the date. The after party was perfect. You and Liam stood in a corner all night gossiping about the other attendees. You discussed their highness outfits, their terrible dance moves, the cringiness of their emotional availability, and suddenly Liam was hardcore making out with you. You knew being an unapologetic prick would eventually turn him on. Mission accomplished. Murky Moo! You didn't ask any of your friends to go to the party with you, but because there's a very good boy that you'd much rather invite. Aww. Yeah, I'd love to go to the party with you. Should we wear matching shoes? Why? So everyone knows we're best buds, of course. Only best friends have matching shoes. Okay, why not? Let's go to the shoe store. Woohoo! The after party was so much fun. You and Scott looked fresh to death in your matching shoes. Everyone was all, hey, nice shoes. And you were all, thanks, but you should see the other guys. And then Scott was all, it's me. I'm the other guy. Look at my shoes. Want to see how fast I can run into them? Hi, Madness Creator. Scott, has there ever been a more lovable goof? You doubt it. Aww.
You go looking for omens to invite them to the party, but they actually end up finding you first.
Gee, you will never believe it. Liam actually convinced the coven to let me take off my cape for a few hours. Who would have thought that tedious fucker would actually be good for something? This should allow me to channel at least some of my power.
That's incredible, Omen. What spells do you want to cast first?
Actually, I have decided not to cast any magic.
What? But I thought that was the whole reason you wanted to take the cape off.
It was at first, but now I've realized that there are other things I'd rather do without my clothes.
Oh.
Oh?
I am talking about sex. With you.
No! No! Let's go! I was not rooting for this. I literally chose Omen just because I knew this would happen. Yeah, no, I got that. I'm in.
Of course you are.
Considering that they've been out of practice, we're never.
Holy shit!
Considering that they've been out of practice for over 100 years, Omen's surprisingly great in bed.
Wow.
You can't believe they gave up their chance to magically turn people inside out just to fuck you. Maybe they're closer to redemption than you thought. They're just hornier than they are evil. Either way, to win.
Alright, this run, 31 new events, 24 new outcomes, 2 secret endings, because Mari got one, I got one. Honestly, I'm kind of happy with this. Melanie, you may not have got the secret ending, but we all were successful in what we got. I got a friendship. Mari got smashed. It's good. Alright, before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that to this day, we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel once again young and unafraid. And it reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start. But that was fun, guys! I know we rushed at the end. Chaos, thank you for staying like
Hey, that's
longer
okay,
than
guys.
you should
we
have.
rushed and we did that shit. We rushed and we did that shit. We did it. We did it, guys.
That was really fun. Next time, we know that we need to play just the regular game mode if we're gonna have chaos, because this lasted way
Or
so
we should
long.
do it earlier. We should do it earlier.
No, chaos can't go earlier though. That's the thing.
I got
Yeah, then yeah, we have to do the regular
Wait,
one.
Brendan Rogers voices Nico? Oh, we don't have the voice actors in. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because we decided to make the voices ourselves, guys.
Hey.
And I did an amazing job with
You're right.
that man.
You did an amazing job for that extra man.
I love
You
it.
came back, but your connection was dead when you did.
No, I was on call with someone. Someone called me about a problem, and I was like, okay, I'll listen to your problem.
I
So
think
was
I did a
like,
good
"Damn."
job as substitution.
No, it was solid. It was a good interpretation.
As good as me.
But if you are free next week, Chaos, you can join us for another run.
Inari!
Sounds like a plan. I'll let you know.
But yeah. Any thoughts and opinions, guys? For those of you who have, well, Mel and I have played a long game together, but Mari, Chaos, you haven't played. But anything?
Yes, I did, bro. I did play. What are you talking about?
You didn't
I
play
played
the
by
long one.
myself,
You
I
play-
played one with you.
No, you see, you
We
play one with
played,
me.
like the short kind of one. But
No,
I
we-
sped
you
run
and-
a long one. Let's be honest. I
No.
love speedrunning.
Mari, we played a normal size one. I played the short one. With Melon, I played the long one. This is our official long one.
This is a long one.
I like I said 2.5 hours. We went to
Yeah, bro.
This could have gone to 4. Beautiful
This could have
glitch.
gone to 4, but we decided to speedrun that shit, guys.
Yeah, the last few bits, because I was like, I want Chaos to get her ending. She needs to have a payoff. Thanks for
I
playing.
need to date the clown.
Yeah,
This
listen,
was super
Kavu said Clussy earlier.
Yeah,
You've-
a little cursed.
You've just
A
unlocked a new
little
plot
cursed.
line. You can now call
Okay.
Yang Yang. Ooh, you've unlocked a new outfit for Liam. You unlocked a new outfit for Omen. You unlocked a new blind box figurine. Ooh. Okay.
Say, is the outfit for Omen related to that ending? Because you may need to censor that for future streams.
Probably. Also, Madness, I'm
Guys.
doing alright.
At least I fucked Omen. Let's be honest here. I did not think that's what it would go, but it did end up going that way.
It was intense. Full
Let's be real.
kudos.
I think my pancakes beats your smashing Omen. Let's be real. Them pancakes, though.
Pancakes is-
Nah, bro. No.
Alright, I gotta
Alright.
scoot. This has been super fun. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, it was really fun. Later, Chaos. Ah. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I should have like moved it back to you guys. We found that the issue was just that one table. If we were all together, you guys could have got like the rewards as well. Whew.
Oh yeah.
Right. Fine,
It's okay.
Also, Kawi's been saying that clowns are just colorful goth girls. That's what Kawi's been
I have
saying.
to clip. I actually later on have to come back to the stream and clip that scene where we all were shocked to our cores of what we just saw.
There's one part I wanted to clip, I forgot which one, but it was the one that was just really funny. But that's for later. Alright. But that'll be the end of today's stream, guys, because I think we only had time for one full game. And that one full game lasted a full thing, but
It lasted a full stream, bro.
let's do this. I'm gonna do the wrap up. We're gonna find someone to raid. But yeah, thank you to everybody who came by today for some Monster Con. Well, Monster Prom 4 Monster Con. That's the full mouthful. From Anari, Mare, Kabushel, Melon, Chaos for also playing with us. Madness Creator,
Inari came in late, but it's okay.
Nappy, and also Admiral Soul, and anybody else who stopped by. I really appreciate the support. If you see this on YouTube and you want to see us live while we do our crazy antics and just yap with us, feel free to come to Twitch. But for now, let's find someone to drop you guys off with. Oh, and one other thing, for those of you who are here, tomorrow is our community night, so from, I'm saying around 6 p.m. PST, is when I'll crack out the Jackbox and maybe Among Us, and you guys can all play with me. But for early in the day,
I will not be here.
Until
later. I
later.
will be here at night. Yeah.
But earlier, I will try to find time to play some Clair Obscur because I've been meaning to play it, and I'm gonna get my butt whooped. I keep
Dude,
saying
Among
this.
Us, I want to kill Inari if he joins.
Anyways.
I think that's my mission now, guys.
No, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is I'm going to die first, and I'm gonna be yapping about how offended I got stabbed again.
Damn.
Let's be real. Let's be real. What?
Dude,
I'll be
honestly
finding someone to
though,
raid.
you might be the first one to die.
Yep. Let's find someone to raid, and yeah, drop you guys off. It'll take me a second, because I don't...
Me, la la la.
You're right there?
You haven't seen that? Dude, that's like literally been on my mind this whole time.
No, I don't think so.
Hold on, let me get the actual one. Mario does not... I do equal sneaky. Let me see. Ballerina Cappuccino.
Alright, let's drop you guys off at the... Why not? Somebody else is playing Monster Prom. The name is the Hidden Donut. So let's go /raid the Hidden Donut. You spelled that alright? I don't know much about them, but you know, it's just do. Alright.
Smoke bomb.
Hitting that button. And then... yeah. Alright. Well, it's fun having you guys all around. DjDoubleT out and about, and deuces. Have a good time zone. Bye! See you tomorrow!